Last week in Phoenix, we saw classic NASA action. Every position in every race mattered, from first to last. Do we get another three-wide photo finish? We are halfway through the season after tonight, and NASA Cross Car from Michigan is next. Our venue this week is Bark River International Raceway, first raced by NASA in 2021. It features 12 corners and is defined by its high commitment jumps and relentless rhythm sections, where precision matters more than outright aggression. From the opening jump through the flowing middle sector and into a punishing final sequence, Bark River rewards drivers who stay composed, as mistakes here compound quickly and cost minutes of time. In NASA Cross Car, after open practice, we are in single car 3-lap qualifying. That will be inverted for our 5-lap heat races. You win your heat, you're straight to the feature with 2 bonus points. Then the rest of our drivers are sent to the semifinals, also 5 laps. The top half of each race advances, with the top 3 earning extra points, and that'll set the stage for a 10-lap feature. And if Wheatland a couple weeks ago was any indication, tonight will be just as spectacular. The first season of the NASA Cross Car Challenge continues tonight live on the Automotive Sports Network. With Alex Larson in the production truck and Josh Darnell next to me in the commentary box, my name is Josh Mertz, as NASA and ASN are proud to welcome you to Bark River in Michigan. I'd have a couple programming notes and I have some questions, but we've been dealing with some stuff. We're going to break from the script and we're going to join qualifying happening right now. And Josh, feel free to jump in. Alex, feel free to jump in, but let's take a look, find who we have. Chris Spalding at the top of the board at a 1-minute 13.742, 0.6 up on Justin Morton, the newcomer, in car number 11. James Watson in the 39 and 3rd. Oliver and James Mensch, 4th and 5th. And Josh, a story today coming into Bark River, and this is a fixed setup series. We've talked about that. It's an open entry-level series, but the fixed setup here, not a good time. How are you, and what are we thinking?
So I haven't personally done Bark River. I've just had been too busy with. I really haven't touched the truck tracks. From my experience on Wheaton, though, it was traumatizing in the fixed setup. I can only imagine this looks to be a little bit easier, but I've heard from some of the pros that this is even a handful on the open setup. So it's going to be interesting to see what times these guys are putting down compared to the pros and how many crashes we may see tonight.
Points leader Chris Spalding at the top of the board right now, rounding the middle sector over the jump, past the pit lane, and into the final couple of corners. Such a fun car when the setup is cooperating. We round the final couple of corners. Go ahead, Josh.
It is a pain to this car in a
James Watson P1
setup.
Let's see if Chris can respond. Watson went up by about 1/10 Spalding over the final jump. Across the line, 1-minute 14.657. He does not improve. That's pole tentatively right now for James Watson. Let's head back to Justin Morton. He's in 3rd in car number 11. He's heading to the final couple of jumps. As he thought he had it.
Oh, he spins it.
Around he goes. It's over for the 11.
James
looking
Watson
pretty-
is up 4/10 on his, or 3/10 on his practice time. So he sent a PB in qualify, 2/10 up or a 10th up on Chris Spalding. So we might have a race here, Josh. Practice
Take a
times
look.
look pretty even.
As Chris Susky rounding the final couple of corners to finish his first lap. While we have a little bit of time, let me see what we've got going. I just want to remind everyone the NASA Cross Car Challenge on ASN, brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams, bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, series, whatever it may be. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for camera support all season. And of course, we've got points coming in. I'll just go over the first couple verbally with you. But we got Spalding up by 8 over Kendall Collins, Watkins, Knight, and Balla in the top 5. No Kendall Collins here tonight. I didn't see their name on the entry blank. And in the teams championship, we got Toy Story Racing a point up on Kieran Lifflander Racing 2. So some interesting things to keep an eye on, as some notes from Wheatland that have changed here in Michigan. We are only doing 3 heat races, 2 semifinals. We'll still have a 16 car feature, but 5 laps will be the order of the evening. And it's going to be a fun night, as we're dealing with some things we fixed, but we're here and we're having a good time.
A late Christmas present, wouldn't you say, Josh?
NASA's the gift that keeps on giving. It's been happening for the last 14 years. If you like what you are going to be seeing tonight, ASN TV USA on all platforms. And if you'd like to race with us, nasasimracing.com. And just a reminder that NASA is looking for partners going into 2026. You can join our Discord, hit up Brian Sawyer, hit up myself, Josh Mertz, and we can work something out to put your name on the cars, on the logos, on whatever it may be. And everyone looks like they are pretty done with qualifying as we head to heat number 1. Let's see what this grid looks like. Remember, we have inverted grids, I should say. Clinton Funk on pole position. No, Indy Kirkenbauer's not here. They glitched the session there. So Clinton Funk, Benjamin Harris, Benjamin Archer, Casey Knight, James Mensch, Warren Watkins, James Watson will be our grid for heat 1.
Josh, I heard from the pros earlier this week that with an inverted grid they were practicing, it was hell to get through the pack. So there might be some bumping and shoving. We've seen how that goes.
Getting ready for heat 1. Green flag for heat number 1. They wheelied off the line, across the line. Clinton Funk leads us into turn number 1. Over the jump, Harris side by side with Knight, Archer, Watkins, Mensch, 3 wide, heading into turn number 2. As Archer gets nudged by Mensch. Mensch had an issue, I think, but he's all good. Back going. Not sure what is happening, but for the lead, Casey Knight looking on Clinton Funk. Over the second jump through this very tricky S section and into the massive jump.
James. Oh, we can't make it stick.
Over the jump. Huge commitment needed. James Watson all over. He's made it from 7th to 4th in about half a lap. Side by side still Casey Knight and Clinton Funk through the whoops. We know these cars are unpredictable. Funk to the inside. What a move! That was unintentional, but it almost worked. They touched through the hairpin as Casey Knight to the lead. Funk is all over the track, Josh.
Can't get control of it. An amazing start from Casey Knight. He was P3, got a good jump off the line, moves himself up to an early battle for P1, and then makes it stick by putting Clinton Funk under pressure. James Watson's the other story of heat number 1. Comes from P7.
Around he goes, over 3 cars, up the top 3 crash, out of the ballpark, nearly goes Watson. Massive damage, and those whoops are so difficult. Watson's car demolished, no rear wing. At the end of the first lap, Warren Watkins leads.
Oh, yeah, Watson's going to have to retire. These cars are unpredictable without their wings. It's
there he goes.
Different experience.
He saved it. He cannot catch a break with some colorful language sprinkled in there for James Watson. Around he goes. And the namesake behind TWR out in heat number 1. We'll see him in the semifinal.
I'm going to go back and see if
Can we take a second look at that, Alex? Does it pop up? Because it was chaos.
Like that was
crazy. Let's take a look. So
oh, goodness.
The rears don't land. Let's take a second look.
Yes. So
Watson's he's doing a stoppie essentially on the front wheels, front wheelie. And around he went over nearly.
So Clinton Funk got almost a perfect landing into the second whoop or the last whoop and landed on the downswing on his front tires and just had no traction. James was going slow, ran into the back of him, and the rest was history.
Back to live pictures. We'll bring up the graphics. We take lap number 3 in heat number 1. Warren Watkins leads. Clinton Funk second. Third, Benjamin Harris. Fourth, James Mensch. Fifth, Benjamin Archer, Casey Knight, James Watson. Sixth and seventh. We know this car would be difficult. We talked about it in the opener. It's been a discussion point all week. Talked about it in the driver's meeting. We can't change the setups midweek or right before the race, unfortunately. We might have 22 cars here, but if 21 cars vote yes and one guy votes no, that's unfair to the guy that voted no. So unfortunately, these guys are going to have to tough it out. And if they transfer to the Masters race, they can make some changes on that setup. As Mensch passes Harris for third.
Warren Watkins, P7 on this grid in the heat, finds himself in P1 after a big crash and a sizable lead. He seems to be holding it pretty well. 1:14.8 last up, and then behind him, well, times aren't really realistic. It looks like Clinton Funk did a 1:19.8 last time around. Might get past right now. Oh, can't get control of it is James Monek. Clinton's got to get control of that car, man. He's all over the track. He's leading so much time.
Off he goes into the bales again. Side by side, Archer with Knight for the moment. 2 laps to go for Warren Watkins. An impressive lead, 12 seconds over Benjamin Harris. He's looking really good. And these guys, Harris and Mensch, they are battling for best of the rest into the semifinal. And I say this knowing that James Watson carved through the field. I would say it matters where you're starting, Josh, but it also doesn't because Watson went from 7th to 1st in 3/4 of a lap.
I mean, it still comes down to, at the end of the day, it's still going to come down to overall pace, and it's going to, with the fixed setup, it is very, I want to say not RNG based, but you're kind of like just hoping for the best when you're going over these jumps. In an open setup, you can kind of correct for small issues. You can make the car softer on the landings. You can sort of, the main thing is that you can disconnect the rear bar, which just completely removes good.
What a move on the outside. Sorry, Josh.
No, you're
Harris
good.
Tries again.
Benjamin Harris.
Woo!
Oh,
white flag for Watkins as disconnecting the rear bar on the car. Continue.
It just completely changes how the car drives. You get this really oversteery experience to a very controlled, almost like it becomes very predictable when you disconnect the rear. If you guys have not tried it, if you're only in the fixed setup, and if you move up from the futures to the Masters race, if you don't have it set up, I really recommend just try it. If the least you can do, disconnect the rear. It's a world of difference. I don't know why the Rallycross setup from the default doesn't have it like that. We'll never understand that, but I mean, some of these guys are making it work. It certainly doesn't matter for Warren Watkins.
Looking really good in the 26. And I try and look through my spreadsheets to know who's where and where people are from and everything. And I bring this up because there are 76 entry blanks registered. I feel like I have to scroll down to try and find where Warren Watkins is in the 26. The man from Texas will round the final corner, a chaotic first heat race here in Michigan, but he wins and pole position. Second will be James Mensch. He's looking good as Knight and Harris battle for third. And James Mensch, I believe, in his first start as well in the 294, will round the final corner to finish second. Casey Knight, Benjamin Harris, Clinton Funk, Watson, and Archer to the semifinal. And James Mensch has done the vehicular gymnastics audition right before. That's all that was interesting. I thought he tossed the car. He hit a glitch, I think. And that was,
oh goodness.
That was something. Also, Inside Baseball, you have typed your text message in the spectator chat in the session. Nobody saw that. You have to change it.
Ed is talking to me and spoke. We have a couple people in the grandstands in the iRacing channel asking what I meant. So
Heat number 2.
I'm not a crazy.
Not
I'm not entirely crazy. So,
Chris
but
Susky,
thank you.
Dan Storm, Olivier Rateau, Carter Stickney, Nick Kulikowski, Kevin Ballan, Ethan Oliver, Chris Spalding. You got to be some sort of crazy to be with NASA. You're working with me. I'll just put it that way. It's been a crazy couple of days. We wait for Susky to join.
I
We have our
appreciate you
grid
caring.
for always. Heat 2 in Michigan. Green flag off the line. They're wheeling like it's NHRA over the first jump and into turn 1. Susky leads on 2 wheels. Dan Storm in the 80 tries to fight. Olivier Rateau all crossed up. 3 wide behind him. It's Balland, it's Oliver, and Stickney. Spalding points leader in the 039, trying to make his way through on Oliver and Olivier Rateau. The round goes Rateau in the 63, gets moved out of the way by Carter Stickney in the 28.
Chris has got to be real careful here. He's got to make. Oh my goodness, did he get out of trouble there?
Oliver touch. 3 wide over the jump for the moment. It was Dan Storm and Spalding. They touch and around Storm goes.
Again, Spalding gets lucky. He says sorry over the chat. I don't really think it was necessary, but covering his bases. I appreciate. It's nice to see that. That was
inside on Balland.
Certain a racing incident. Wow, Spalding's going to make it work.
Susky's crossed up, and are we going to see another last to first this time? And it's the same amount of time that it was for Watson the last race for Spalding to make it up to second going into this final couple of corners into the whoop. Spalding uses the berm to get the car to rotate over the jump, handles it well, and Spalding, points leader to the lead, closes the door on Susky in the 96.
Susky may have the run coming down the line, but it may not matter. He'll have the inside for the time being. Susky's got to make the move.
This track in Michigan is so fun to drive, Josh. Rally cars, cross car, it does not matter. And these guys dueling away.
I know a couple pros that would argue with you, but...
We got Oliver and Balland, 2 Brits in 3rd and 4th. We got 2 Chris's first and second, 2 Brits 3rd and 4th. Stickney, Kulikowski, Rateau, the remaining running order, Dan Storm in 8th.
That had to have taken Susky off guard. I'm sure because he built up quite a sizable gap to the cars behind him. And by turn 5, Spalding was all over the rear wing. Susky in trouble again. Bolin looking to make a move now. These last couple of sections seem to be weak for Susky. We'll see how Spalding takes these whoops again.
Race leader, Chris Spalding in the 039, Susky in the 96. Balland nearly looped it in the 49.
All that time, he's still nearly looping it. All that time gained, he's going to have to make it back up. He seems to be faster in Sector 2, but I don't know. That last sector seems to be messing a lot of people up. Kevin Bolin now in trouble. Behind him, Ethan Oliver looking to make a move. Bolin bled so much time that last time around. Oh, good save from Ethan. It looked like he was about to loop it.
I'm just looking as I'm auditing this sheet off monitor. James Watson is pole position, fastest in seating, and he did not transfer. So he's not having a very good time.
No, he's not. Susky doing everything he can currently, also not having a good time to get that car under control over the whoops. He was stopping the front 2 wheels. The car was on its nose as it came off of that jump.
And let's get a reset here. Coming to 2 laps to go. Chris Spalding, Chris Susky, Kevin Balland, Ethan Oliver, Carter Stickney, Nick Kulikowski, Olivier Rateau, and Dan Storm. That running order has not changed. Let's ride on board the points leader, Chris Spalding, and enjoy the chaos of the cross car at Bark River. We don't have onboards, so you're enjoying the sights, but no sounds. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. If we can get that fixed,
You know, what I
exquisite.
can what I can say though while watching that is it is very fascinating to see how the similarities between cross car and especially on these truck tracks, how the similarities between cross car and oddly enough like motocross and supercross with the way that they are controlling the cars over the jumps. Like you almost see them like tilting it to help with the landing. It's very like Spalding over that last couple jumps had it sideways at one point and brought it back around. It's very interesting to see.
Over the
These
big
little
jump
cars are so much fun.
as do have sound. Thanks for confirming. I don't have inside baseball, ladies and gentlemen. I currently don't have any sim noise from the internal feed. So you guys are my ears in this instance. Carter Stickney has passed Chris Susky. Something happened to Susky. Oh, that's what happened. The Taco Bell Cup is crinkled and broken as across the start-finish line. Chris Spalding's going to be winning, but Chris Susky did not have a good time.
No.
Massive crash. We're taking a second look. He hit the berm. It's so easy to do. And the car
That's
is
so
crinkled and
unfortunate.
crushed. Spalding wins. Heat number 2 for the points leader. What?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. That's impressive. Spalding wins.
Yeah.
Ball-End now second. Oliver third. Stickney and Kulikowski fifth and sixth. They are battling coming to the line. And then it'll be Rateau, Susky, and Storm for the semifinal. This battle's not over, though. Can we go to this battle for fifth with Stickney and Kulikowski at the line? Traction off the corner. The 22 cannot get it done. Stickney holds it.
Unfortunate for Carter Stickney able to hold it over Nick Kulikowski. It's always fun to see them race to the very line. It doesn't matter what position you're at. It's all about just beating your rival at that one moment.
Number 3.
Oh, someone's
go
Dan
now.
Storm in the forest. Oh no.
Vehicular gymnastics competition is still taking
Yeah.
applications. Here we are.
There is a second.
Alex, I'm going to tell you, you're
unknown-
doing exquisitely. There's a stressful face on the face of Alex Larson. I'm trying to get you. There you go. He's giving me 2 thumbs up. It is more inside baseball, ladies and gentlemen. If you saw the systems that Brian has created for himself and Alex to use, Alex
fun.
is looking at probably 6 different screens right now to bring you these pictures and bring you the audio. And if you click a button wrong, everything's broken. That's what happened earlier. That's why we're much later than we anticipated. But thanks for hanging out with us and being patient as 10 seconds until we shift over to heat number 3. Everybody's patience in the grandstands or on the stream, much appreciated. Alex is doing great. Josh, you're doing great. I joke like Big Smoke from GTA San Andreas when I say I'm the best there ever was. It's a joke. It's a joke. Hopefully you guys know the scene I'm talking about. Heat 3.
Yeah.
It's been a long week. It's going to be the Josh Word Vomit show tonight. Darren Canfield, Joe Pascucci, Daryl Young, Eva Ursa, Garth McDade, Jamison Leckenby, and Justin Morton for our third and final Futures Heat Race.
But it's Christmas and we got cross car.
I spent 5 hours in a Chicago venue watching wrestling. That's a tangent for after the start. It was a good show either way. Heat 3 in Michigan. I cannot get over these guys wheeling off the line. That's hilarious. Aaron Canfield had a terrible start from third through turn 1. Pascucci, Young, Canfield, Ursa in the 3-3 passes Canfield, Leckenby, and then it's Morton with McDade into turn number 2. Left-hand corner, very, very difficult to get your apex right. It's mostly just mind your business, run the inside of the track, prepare for these whoops. You have to set up for this chicane before you jump on that second jump, because otherwise you're going to end up like Susky earlier on. Pascucci over the big jump. Young, Ursa, Leckenby, they touch in the air, they save it. Morton, McDade is our running order. Through the whoops.
Ursa and Leckenby are not done with each other yet, side by side. And who's that looking to get into the mix? Leckenby
That's
looking to
Justin
get
Morton
into the
as
mix.
well. Leckenby
Yeah, Morton
gets
looking
passed
at-
by Morton. So many new faces, new
Leckenby.
names in NASA Sim Racing through this cross car challenge. And Morton 2-for-1 special, as our friend Cody Erdman would say, move him from 7th to 3rd in 1 lap.
Insane racing from Justin Morton right now. Complete confidence with the car over these jumps and over the whoops. He was now making a
good pace in practice.
He's making a surge on Daryl.
Morton was the one car that got close to Spalding in practice. I'm not sure what happened in qualifying, but Morton's here in the 11, looking real good on his debut. So awesome to have 70 different entries registered for the NASA Cross Car Challenge. And, this series looking good. Around in the chicane. What a save from Daryl Young! Okay, the vehicular gymnastics competition is now open for people who want to do 360s, because that was impressive.
Oh, what about the guys that want to do wheelies and stoppies, though? Come on.
Listen, we'll have multiple different competitions, apparently.
Ooh.
We got the barrel roll competition. We got the
We're gonna have our
competition.
Own, our Gymkhana.
Oh, well, I mean, we basically do whenever we run on these tracks. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Pascucci leads, Justin Morton second, Leckenby, Young, Ursa, McDade, and Canfield through to 7th. I hope everyone's holiday has been great. Good time being here tonight with the NASA Cross Car Challenge, and we're having some fun. On ASN Live, Alex Larson, Joshua Darnell, my name is Josh Mertz as we take lap 3 in heat number 3.
Dale Young with an important recovery back there on lap 2, or the beginning of lap 3. These laps are so long. I'm a rallycross driver. Laps are like a very important recovery. Able to save it to P4. That could have been race ending. Thankfully, the people behind him didn't run into him either.
Through the whoops, through the chicane, Pascucci messed it up. Had some issues. Morton to the lead. It's so easy to mess these cars up. To get something wrong. Leckenby to second. Pascucci, does he let him go? Daryl Young in fourth.
Pascucci has damage. It looks like
that car doesn't look healthy. He's fighting it. I think the left rear looks a little tweaked. If I'm
That's
seeing
what I'm
seeing. I could be wrong.
No, I think we're just. I think on the fixed setups, these cars are notoriously difficult to get control of once you lose control of them. Like, you kind of have to reset the whole thing.
That was the thing that I noticed when, just referencing the testing that I did in this car at Winton with my teammate Adam Sweet a couple weeks ago. Talked about it in Phoenix, but was it Daryl Young in the 25?
Daryl Young, he had to cut the track. He almost looped to cut the track to save himself. Yeah, maybe a slowdown.
Now that we've got time for Josh and Josh story time here, and one car off, never mind. It's not Josh and Josh story time as Joe Pascucci mows the lawn in the 015. Back going again. Passed for third as Young passes him now. He's lost Aaron Canfield in the 7th spot, taking a second look. As he hit the mound here. Not sure what's going on. Taking a look at live pictures. Pascucci and McDade still battling for the third position, sorry.
Yeah, Pascucci looks like he's finally gotten that car under control, but he's been struggling with it ever since that mistake from the lead. Nicely done over the whoops. Loops it.
Going back to my tangent as Joe Pascucci continues to struggle, these cars echoing what you were saying in regards to when you, I guess, make a mistake and you get out of your rhythm, you have to basically stop pushing, drive the car, behave is the easiest way I can put it, and then start pushing again. Because when you're losing control, it just snowballs from there, and it's easy to lose track of the car, get behind the car, if that makes sense. White flag for Morton in the 11.
Without a doubt, you really like. Sometimes when you mess up in a race, you really you want to just sit there for a second so that you can get yourself composed, because when you lose this car, it happens very quickly, very suddenly. It snaps out from underneath you, and there is the possibility to save it. We saw Daryl Young do it. You can spin it all the way around and save yourself, but you need room to do that. Thankfully, we're on a truck track, but on the rallycross tracks, it's a whole different monster.
As final couple of corners for Justin Morton, car number 11. As he rounds the final set here.
All he's got to do is get
Justin
through the
Morton
whoops.
from Missouri for Fusion Simsport. Looking really good on debut to win heat number 3, and he does. Car number 11, position number 3 on the grid for Morton in the 11. Leckenby in second to the semifinal. Daryl Young, McDade, Pascucci, Eva Ursa, and Canfield all to the semifinal as Canfield has crashed from third, move him back a couple spots. His left front's all torn up as McDade passes his teammate. It's the worst. You're rolling, and you crash right before the start finish.
It really is. I always think back to when I was racing Lindy in Contenders, and I made that move on Daytona and crossed the commitment line and got sent from P2, from a good P2 finish to a very disheartening P5. It's the worst, man.
Right for the first semifinal. James Mensch, Jamison Leckenby, Ethan Oliver, Harris, Young, Kulikowski, Watson, Ursa, and Susky. 9 cars, and iRacing says we're taking 6 of them to the feature.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
A lot of spots out there, guys.
And we've seen the race is not over until it's over.
Let's make it through lap number 1 alive. That's a lot of cross cars out there.
That's a lot. We're going to have double that for the feature. Semifinal A in Michigan. Off the line. 1 car misses the start. It's Watson. He got hit by Susky. And Watson, pole sitter, not moving. He's done.
Oh, that's
It's over
awful.
for the 39. Fastest in seating will not transfer to the feature here in Michigan. Leckenby and Mensch battling for the lead. Leckenby looking inside, outside as Mensch in the 294. Behind them, Ethan Oliver trying to find a way through over the second whoop and into the left-right chicane. Don't hit the berms. It's so tricky to get right. A couple cars having some issues in the back. Over the jump, side by side, Oliver and Mensch.
They almost
you have to have
touched. They
full
keep it
and
under
complete
control.
trust with who you're racing with to be able to go side by side over that giant jump. We've seen chaos over these last 14 years. Young to the inside on Harris for 4th.
A good start from Leckenby to take control of the race early. That's so upsetting. I can't get over it. That's so upsetting for James Watson. That's so upsetting.
Know how good he is on the short course tracks.
Leckenby making it look easy over the whoops, but that looks like Ethan Oliver with a huge surge in the last corner.
Leckenby leads at the end of the first lap. Oliver's second. 1 car around. It's Benjamin Harris in the back from 4th. What happened to him? Oh, he snuck to the inside on Nick Kulikowski, and they came together, and around the 411 went. Taking a second look. That would have been a beautiful move had it worked. But 2 cars came together at the worst possible spot.
It's so interesting it's so interesting on what car gets the receiving end of some of these contacts with the cross car. In Rallycross, I don't know if it's predictable in there or if I'm just used to it, but man, oh man, like the car that is trying to make the pass always if there's contact, if you're trying to make that pass and you make contact, God forbid.
Susky has had an issue in the 96. What has happened? He hit the berm, lost about a couple seconds or so, as did Daryl Young. So Ethan Oliver, the last time around, was 5/10 down, but he is gaining on Leckenby in the 51.
That last sector, that last couple turns.
Leckenby's super messy. To the lead goes Oliver. It was 3/10 up. Leckenby to the inside. Can he fight back in the 51? Fastest lap for Oliver at a 1:15.689.
He can't let
James
him get
Mensch
away.
as well in the 294.
Yeah, James is also trying to make a surge, trying to get his face and his car in this picture. Leckenby trying to make a move. Oh my
Oliver's
goodness!
got that handled through that chicane. You have to be turned. They're side by side. Leckenby and Mensch over the big jump.
Leckenby and Mensch came together right before the turn. I thought it was going to be chaotic, but they saved it somehow.
easing their way through the whoops here in Michigan. We've seen so much history at this venue over the past nearly 5 years of NASA sim racing, and we write the inaugural chapter of the NASA Cross Car Challenge tonight. Futures and Masters here on ASN. Back to second goes, Mensch goes to second. They are battling to the death for this spot here, John.
Leckenby was all crossed up over that jump. You really had to be precise on your landings I'm interested to see how it works in the open setup, but we're seeing in the fixed setup that you have got to get it right.
Bad news, as we knew what happened to James Watson. He didn't go off the start. I think the more disheartening and frustrating thing, he fell out of the server due to a connection issue. Something that's interesting now, with 2 laps to go, James Mensch was half a tenth up on Oliver. He is gaining. It's 0.8 of a second. These three having a great battle for this semi-final win. And if we head back, Daryl Young has crashed again from the 5th position. He will lose the transfer, potentially. Let's see. Just trying to find it off monitor here. That puts Susky and Harris in 5th and 6th.
Oh, James Mensch and Ethan Oliver almost losing it over the in sector 2 over the whoops, coming to the big jump. James Mensch to the inside on Ethan Oliver.
Really do a switchback into the hairpin on the outside, over under. What a move for the 294.
Nicely done. Ethan not giving up just yet, though. He knows he's fast through this last sector.
Comes Jameson. This race is not over. Daryl Young's 4 seconds off of a transfer spot right now, so we stay focused on the battle for the lead. It's a second between these three as Mensch sets fastest lap again, 1 minute 14.6, and he's found the Josh Mertz line through that straightaway. It's legal, just so you know. It's still dirt. I didn't say that, though. To the outside goes Ethan Oliver in the 724.
You were just live.
That's exactly why. I don't know. I'm having a fun time. It's a podcast.
Oh, that... If James doesn't make a mistake, Ethan's now in the sights. Leckenby looking to move up to P2. Ethan, a mistake before the last jump. Into the rear of him goes James. Looking inside now. James backs out of it.
Ulakowski, Susky, and what has happened to Daryl Young has fallen a couple further back behind Eva Ursa. And James Mensch looking good to hold this semi-final win. They're battling to the death for second. Oh. Leckenby loops it.
Sorry, Leckenby.
Cut the track. He gets back on.
Gets back on, just bring it home in third.
James Mensch will win semi-final A here in Michigan in the 294. Ethan Oliver second. Leckenby third, it looks like.
Oh, goodness.
Off the final corner. More vehicular gymnastics.
Medics are going to be dispatched to the start-finish line.
Kulakowski and fourth. Susky. As Susky in 5th, 6th will be Benjamin Harris. Eva Ursa, Daryl Young, James Watson, the remaining running order in the first semifinal.
That is so upsetting for James Watson. It doesn't matter if it's internet connections. I mean, like, I've been plagued with those kind of issues with my VR headset, and it just strikes at the worst time. Like, I've had it strike at the beginning of a feature race. And it's like, why did you decide to stop working now? It's so upsetting.
I was in a NASA Champ Car race. We did an IndyCar. I was midway through at Indianapolis, and I'm driving. I'm having an okay time. It's okay, you know? And I go to pit, and my VR turns off. That was,
yeah, dude, enraging.
Semifinal B. So Kevin Bolland, Casey Knight, Garth McDade, Carter Stickney, Clinton Funk, Pascucci Rateau, Archer Canfield Storm. 10 cars, 6 spots. Top 6 transfer here in Michigan.
Right before we go live, hell of a race. LC, the semifinal 1 was insane. I'm really excited to see what these guys can bring.
Getting set. Second and final semifinal. We just wait for Canfield, but Canfield is disconnected. So the sim will wait. It's a couple of minutes.
Sorry, they can stew on the grid for a second.
No Canfield. 5 seconds until we grid. Just a reminder, ASN TV USA, if you like what you see, it's been a fun night so far. Semi-final B in Michigan. Green flag off the line. Couple more wheelies. Casey Knight has an excellent start again. Side by side with Balland into turn 1. Then it's McDade, Stickney, Funk, Rateau, Pascucci, Archer, and Storm. And into turn number 2. Casey Knight trying to take the lead in the 36 against the 49 of Balland. The ever so long turn number 2. Over the first 2 whoops.
Oh, in the rear.
1.
What a
There's 2.
pass.
Crash in the back.
No,
Against Thomas Lucas.
who
Carter
was that?
Stickney.
That was an insane. Benjamin Archer split the seats between 2 cars, made a 2-for-1 pass. Couldn't believe it when I saw it.
I'm taking a look off monitor to see. He had the bite off of turn 2 and shot the middle. Beautiful. And we talk about him, and then he has some issues through the whoops.
Sorry about that. We shouldn't have been saying anything. That old commentator's curse. Back up front, Kevin Bolin, not the start he wanted, Josh. Like, I cannot... The wheeling, the style factor, 10 out of 10. Oh, he almost turns it. He does loop it. And he gets into it. Who's that behind him?
That's
Clinton
Balland.
Funk gets into him. Bolin and Clinton Funk.
McDade.
Oh, was it McDade?
Either way, it's teammates. Balland, McDade, and Funk all race for KLR, I do believe. Funk, I'm not sure
Oh my
about
God,
for sure,
Bolin.
but McDade and Balland crashed.
Did
Battling
you
for
see
second.
Bolin over that last jump? Oh my goodness. Yes, you were
Josh,
right.
if you can
Garth
handle the
McDade.
call, inside baseball, I got to work
I
on
got
some
it.
stuff. Give me 2 seconds.
So we go back up to the... We're going to continue following the front. We got Garth McDade in second, Kevin Bolin in third. That happened after an incident in almost the last corner, second to last corner. Small, massive incident, but they managed to make it out alive and don't lose too much time from it. Back up into the front, Casey Knight gets an early bite in the lead. Kevin Bolin wheelied off the start, as I was trying to say to Mertz before he had to step away, and I can't help but think that that's just not... the style points are there for sure, but it doesn't... that wound up biting him in the ass for sure. So Kevin Bolin now down to P3 after a bad start, and it looks like things are going to get worse maybe. Does he save it? He holds on to P3, just get the car under control. Kevin Bolin is going to do everything he can to continue this race on. Holds P3 with a gap behind him. Good recovery. But it loses the spot to Garth McDade. That battle is done and over, barring any mistakes. I don't know if Kevin Bolin's going to be able to bring that car home in time to race McDade anymore. Casey Knight, same story there. These guys have about the same gap between them. Casey looking very smooth over these jumps at the moment. McDade as well. Unfortunate incident for Kevin Bolin. Off the start, gets a bad jump, and then just loses it over the last whoops. Spins it, collects his teammate. Oh my goodness, it looked like Garth McDade was about to spin it up there in the front as well.
From third, Kevin Balland has looped it.
Oh
So is
no.
Clinton Funk. What is going on? Oh, Clinton Funk didn't loop it, but Balland definitely did. It has been an attrition-filled second semifinal. Casey Knight,
Ooh.
what is that in the back? Where was that?
Oh.
All right. Casey Knight leads with
okay.
2 laps to go. Garth McDade, then Kevin Balland, then Clinton Funk. Dan Storm and Joe Pascucci's in the pit lane with a broken car. This, I think, will give Olivier Rateau the transfer spot.
How many cars do we have in pit? We got 3 or 2?
3.
We got 2 in pit. 3. Man, oh man.
Archer's off the track. Pascucci and Stickney are in the pit lane. Been a chaotic
could be
night
my
already.
eyes-
Thanks for hanging out and being patient.
It could be my eyes deceiving me, but it does look like Garth McDade is catching Casey Knight. Now, I do not want to curse him.
Tell you what, though, the last time around, Josh, Garth was 0.8 of a second faster than Casey Knight the last time around.
So it's not my eyes deceiving me. So
you
you're
are
saying
not
there's a
crazy.
chance.
Your eyeball, my middle name is Chance. My dad always told me there is a chance. So we're here. Darth McDade looking good in the 111, 8/10 up on Casey Knight. But we start talking about him, and then he makes potentially a slight mistake. Let's see what
And
this,
then in
white flag.
P3 and P3 and P4 as well, Mertz. Clinton Funk and Boland. Boland was down 4/10 on Funk, so there's possibilities for something to happen there too.
McDade made a slight
Maybe
mistake.
not
He was
anymore.
Still 2/10 up. Commentator's
Clinton
curse. Funk slides it.
Sorry about that, Clinton.
Dan Storm 5th. Olivier Rateau in 6th. I hope Ollie realizes he's in a transfer spot. And Clinton. Clinton, listen, okay? Please stop listening to us while you're driving for Inside Baseball for everyone who's watching and has no clue. Clinton just says, I hate you in reference to Josh Darnell commenting
I
about
don't
that.
I don't think it's fair that they can speak.
So-
I mean, theoretically, it's like a middleman here, but they shouldn't be able to directly talk to us up here in the booth.
So Olivier Rateau has parked it, but he was in a transfer spot. I don't know who. Oh, he got a penalty. Let me try and see if we can pull it up. What is this? Is this
Jump
Ollie
start?
Rateau? I don't know. Let me see. Session events? Driving slowly. It doesn't tell me. Oh, no. Checkered flag for Casey Knight.
Nicely
in
done for
the
Casey Knight.
36.
I think
He
they
won.
almost.
McDade second.
I think Casey
Third,
was about
Kevin
to lap
Ballard.
somebody.
That's Dan Storm in 5th. So this
Oh my
means that
There's a
Joe
lot of calamity.
Pascucci's in the transfer spot. And what happened to Joe Pascucci is he drove an entire lap without the right front tire. It was, never mind. Commentator's curse. He's looped. He's a lap down, and he's just crashed again. Where is Carter Stickney's off the road? So I think Pascucci. What is?
Somebody
Everybody's-
just
I don't
threw
know
their
what's
car into the infield.
I don't know.
Joe
what's happening.
Pascucci is trying to get the car back out on track. He waited forever for Dan Storm to pass him. I guess he is battling damage. But does that mean that Pascucci going to transfer? He will transfer. He's P6. Guys, just bring it home.
Alrighty. So
They got 45 seconds.
we're going to step aside and take a short break as our grid has been settled. Those guys are still trying to finish up. So we're going to step aside, take a breather, take a breath. On the other side of the break, we go green in Michigan. Stick around.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Between these two and Turmoil, this is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap clock at the inside line. McLaughlin contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Rocky's going to hold his spot. The NASA Cross Car Challenge on ASN, brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Every angle, every lap. Facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for all of your camera support. And it is Josh Darnell, it's Alex Larson, it's Josh Mertz in the commentary box for ASN tonight. The NASA Cross Car Futures Division. And it has been fun all evening long. Just want to remind everyone, if you like what you see tonight, you can race with us, nasasimracing.com. You can join us, asnTVUSA.com, on any social platform. We are finishing up warm-up to head to our 10-lap feature race with 15 cars. Mr. Darnell, what are we expecting?
Chaos. That's what I'm expecting. Absolute chaos. Chaos and carnage. It should be a good race. I mean, we have a couple people who are very close with one another in terms of pace. Wow, I just saw some Blue Angel stuff out on track. It was choreographed. That was beautiful. With Justin Morton and Chris Spalding just did as they split the seas around Nick Kulikowski. It was beautiful. It was struggling. And I just it's going to be a good race. Let's take a look,
Josh, real quick at programming notes. We haven't done that tonight. Let's take a look and see what we've got upcoming on the Automotive Sports Network. Oh, just kidding. We don't have that ability right now. So we will momentarily.
SimCar soon.
We do have SimCar coming back. We've got NASA Cross Car next week in look at that.
Oh, there they are. There it is.
NASA Cross Car Futures and Masters in Winton in Australia. That is the first race of 2026. 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern for that. Round 5's in Crandon. We got SimCar in Daytona on the 15th. We finish up Cross Car in Sonoma. Then NASA is off until March, which then we take over with some more SimCar. That'll be on Thursday evenings, starting on the 15th in January. Warm-up is over. We get set to grid for the feature here in Michigan, and it has been chaotic. We don't need it yet. It's been chaotic all night long. Thank you guys for hanging out. We've had some technical difficulties tonight, just trying to get everything situated and handled. And Brian's not allowed to take days off. Is what we're hearing. All right, we grid for the feature in Michigan. Warren Watkins, Chris Spalding, Justin Morton, James Mensch, Casey Knight, Ethan Oliver, Garth McDade, Jamison Leckenby, Kevin Balland, Nick Kulakowski, Funk Susky, Storm Harris Pascucci, the 15th and final car on the grid. Everybody's here. We get set to go green. Thanks for joining us on ASN. We race in Michigan.
Oh my. It's an ocean of cross car out there.
Green flag off the line. Couple cars with a wheelie, couple cars with not over the line. Watkins, Spalding, Morton into the first corner. Don't hit the berm. Morton pointed left. He saved it in the 11 with Mensch, Knight, Oliver. Rear. One car spins. It's Clinton Funk in the middle of the track. He gets back going again with no harm done to anybody else. The teammates have come together. McDade and Balland. Oliver to the inside on Knight. Mensch battling Morton. Battle for the lead. Spalding and Watkins. Watkins has looked great tonight. In the 26, ahead of the points leader, into the big jump for the first time.
Issues, Bolin again. Chris Susky trying to make his way through the field in the rear, currently P12, I believe.
As we go through the whoops proper for the first time, Mensch lands on the rear of Morton. Side by side, Spalding and Watkins, they have just enough room to handle it without any issues over the second big jump. And into the final sector, we've seen so much calamity here. James Mensch had to park it mid-slide. Battling Warren Watkins to the lead goes Spalding, Morton close behind. One car around in the back. It's Dan Storm in the 80 as they round and use the berm to get the car to rotate over the... Unbelievably, Spalding didn't make a mistake. We saw that same issue with Watson on the front two wheels, Josh. He saved it this time, Spalding did at the end of the first lap.
Amazing recovery from Spalding. Oh my goodness, they're going side by... Who's
side by side on two wheels of various forms here with this cross car. This is terrific.
James Mensch looking to the inside now on Warren Watkins. All the top four cars all over each other right now. Oh, so who's getting all crossed up is James Monek. Ethan Oliver looking to make a move.
Funk and Susky battling in the back for 14th, it looked like. Despite this very difficult to drive car setup, these guys are making the best of it. One car around, it's Mensch in the 294. He's back going, but he's dropped positions from 4th to 8th, or 7th, sorry.
It's so unfortunate. Could have been worse, but God, you got a lot of time to make up now. Spalding still controlling this race. Justin has tried at least 5 times this lap to get around. Unable to make anything stick. Those whoops are so important to get right.
These guys, this is only the entry division of NASA Cross Car. We're going to see even quicker, even more amazing driving later on. Mention Knight side by side for 6th as Spalding sets fastest lap, 1 minute 14.251 for the 039.
Spalding almost airborne coming off that downhill. It got control of it at the very end. Incredible stuff to see.
Clinton Funk having another issue. All I hear is a very
exacerbated
sad sigh. Yeah, I was trying to think of the words. He's not having a good time in the 122.
It's this track, man.
I won here once in a NASA Buell Light, and I still don't know to this day how I did it. And this track is so stressful. Spalding leads. Morton second. Watkins in third. Oliver and Leckenby top 5. Remember, the top 5 will transfer to the Masters race in a couple of moments. Balland and Susky touch again. I'm just flicking through the field to see what's going on. Everybody minding their own business here for the most part.
Spalding and Morton still up at the front. A race currently in a world of their own. Unbothered by anybody else at the moment. Justin he's bleeding a little bit of time. Spalding 13.2, 113.2, 113.4. We'll make it 5 if we round up. So they're about 0.3 between each other. But Justin's going to have to make up time. We're on lap number 4. It's a long track. I'll give it that. It's not rallycross, but still, it goes by in a blink of an eye when you're down there driving.
looking really good. But of course, the race is only halfway, not even halfway over. We're going to take the 5th lap next time around. Long time left. We always ran these tracks in Rallycross. It's the Endurance Cup. And they say, what do you mean Endurance Cup? Well, you're running 10 laps on a long track. It's hard to focus, especially when it grips up. Oliver and Watkins battling for 3rd.
I was watching, going to the back, I was watching Benjamin Harris and Joseph Piscucci battle it out.
Oliver
Benjamin
takes the spot. If we can take a look, go back to 3rd and 4th here. These guys are all over each other. Watkins and Oliver for the podium. Spalding lead. Morton 2nd. Oliver now in 3rd. And it's Leckenby and Mensch.
James already making up lost time. Moved up 1 position already. Put him up to P6. Now looking to make the move to P5. Ooh, Leckenby off the track. Justin still trying to make up time. Justin was faster by 0.3 last time around, though. We'll see.
Just taking a look through lap times as we still focus on the battle for the lead. Spalding, Morton through the whoop. Spalding slides and he saves it, but he loses the lead.
Now these guys looks like they're coming up to lap traffic. That's Dan Storm out there on track. He'll more than like
Storm
always.
Low, no, Storm loops it in the middle of the road.
He gets out of the way.
Oh,
he gets out of the way.
No, he
loops it again. But Storm.
Oh no.
He's adding a little bit of chaos. He's the wild card out there tonight.
Plan C from the Formula One movie is all I'll say. If you guys have watched it, if not, watch it. It's phenomenal. Not a sponsor, I promise. Okay, let's get an update on our running order.
If only that was a sponsor. Can you imagine?
Watkins and Oliver. Inside Baseball, we're having some technical difficulties. We're trying to figure out what's going on. But if we can go back to this battle for 3rd with Oliver and with Watkins. This is terrific stuff.
Oliver almost lost it coming off the downhill. Bleeds a lot of time to Watkins.
Morton
Justin
now.
Morton up maintaining. He's maintaining.
With that mistake, it was 3 seconds faster that last lap. I'm curious to see. Spalding's looking really good. Can he take the lead back, or what will happen? But Oliver and Watkins battling for 3rd.
Nicely done from Spalding. Gets over to clean that time. Oh, this battle for 3rd is not over.
Notice Watkins' line through the whoops. Never mind, commentator's curse.
Goodness. I believe that was Leckenby that took it. It was. Now Watkins has to worry about James, who's been breathing down. I'm sure Leckenby's happy to have that happen.
This is now for the transfer spot going up to the Masters race between Watkins and Mensch.
Spalding looked like he was about to make a move in the last corner. Had to back out of it.
114.3, 113.2. Second faster was Spalding over Morton that last time around. 4 to go in Michigan.
Oh my goodness. It hasn't been like that this whole time. That was a big jump in speed from Spalding.
Nearly 40 of us hanging out and watching, including there's probably some of you guys in the NASA Masters drivers meeting hanging out with the watch party. It's been a fun night. Thank you guys so much for being patient, whether you're viewing or whether you're going to participate or whether you're participating now. We head over the jump. There is no gap between them.
Spalding's looking to make a move.
Back to the lead, Alex. Back to the lead. We got the battle between the 11 of Morton and the 039 of Spalding. To the inside goes Spalding, points leader on Morton. Can he get the move done? Morton gives him barely enough room. Respectful through the corner, over the jump. Morton running the outside line. Spalding hits the berm. Nothing done there.
Spalding was able to take it back. Morton, though, tried to squeeze. It was a good move for Morton. Tried to squeeze him down that on the berm, make him back out of it. Spalding, though, the bravery unmatched. I mean, just confidence in that car.
I talk about it all the time. Knowing your car, knowing the track, knowing what it's going to do, and having faith and trust in your fellow drivers. As Leckenby has fallen down the order, down to 6th, out of the transfer spot. But now, Watkins, Mensch, and Leckenby battling 4th, 5th, and 6th. We still have a battle for the lead, so don't flick away from this. I'll take a look off monitor at the battle for transfer. That has fizzled out for the moment. Morton looking 2/10 between them over the big jump with 2.5 laps to go. Ooh, Spalding high-centered it on the dirt there, Josh, but he saved it.
You pay attention to how Spalding's landing these jumps. It's very interesting on some of his car is getting checked up every single time. I'm not sure what Justin's doing, but Spalding, he's certainly getting inside. It looks like he's getting inside Chris's head. That's what it looks like he's doing.
Leckenby passes Mensch out of the transfer spot. Mensch to 6.
Spalding has got to get the car back under control. He made the pass happen. You're coming up to lap number 9.
He barely had a wheel touching the earth, and he saved it, ran through, drove through it, and held on to second.
The drive from these two drivers, right? The race that it was being presented by these two drivers at the moment is insane. Dan Storm looks like he's going to move out of the way. He does move out of the way.
Storm stays out of the way.
Nicely done from Dan Storm.
Flags. Thank you, Dan. As the battle for the lead rages on. Just an update for the rest of the field as we don't take our eyes away from this. Ethan Oliver, Warren Watkins, Jamison Leckenby.
What a good save from Justin Morton. That could have been catastrophic on lap number 9. The car was all crossed up off that last jump. He's able to save it.
Car on the outside looking in. 6th, Knight 7th, Kulikowski, McDade, Harris, Pascucci, Storm, Susky 13th and last on the track. Just kidding. Susky's in the pits. We only have 12 cars on the track. Balland and Funk 14th and 15th. They are out. Chris Spalding leads by 4.5 seconds. What happened to Pascucci?
Yeah, what happened?
He is in the pit lane.
Oh, no.
Justin Morton.
Justin Morton got caught up on the berm. He spun
Big issue in the berm. As Morton struggling even more as Spalding takes the white flag.
Morton, it's not about winning the race now. It's about bringing home P2. I mean, you gotta, it was a hell of a race. Barring any mistakes from Chris Spalding now, it's just a matter of bringing it home. I don't think you can make up 4 seconds in one lap without a mistake happening.
Spalding looking really good to finally win his first race. He did not win the first 2 weeks of the season, and he leads the points. No Kendall Collins tonight. The drop week will kick in. We'll have points for you at the beginning of next week's show in Winton in regards to that. But Chris Spalding has looked great.
It's not over yet. We don't want to curse Spalding here.
Watkins to 3rd. Ethan Oliver made a mistake in the chicane. He has lost 3rd and 4th. He is falling into the clutches of James Mensch in the 294. Mensch is looking good. Spalding still leads. I'll stay focused on the leader for now. We can stay focused on the transfer. Off the final corner. Up front. Chris Spalding, points leader. Came close the past 2 weeks, but Spalding will win in Michigan in round 3. Justin Morton 2nd. 3rd will be Watkins. 4th will be Leckenby. 5th, Ethan Oliver, James Mensch, side by side. Mensch to the transfer in the 294.
Oh, what a move. And that's why you never give up. You never give up. Nicely done from James Mensch. Unfortunate for Ethan Oliver.
Knight 7th, Kulikowski, McDade, Harris, Pascucci, Storm, Susky, Balland, and Funk, the top 15. And then just a reminder on the remaining cars that did not transfer. Daryl Young, 16th. 17th, Benny Archer. Eva Ursa, Carter Stickney, James Watson, Olivia Retto, and Darren Canfield. I'm going to step aside for just a couple moments, get these guys all situated for the Masters race. On the other side of the break, we get set to race for Masters in Michigan. Stick around.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN, safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and
Side
holds
by
it.
side between these two in the terminal. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarlane contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up and into the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Remy can hold his spot. Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and
Side by
holds
side
it.
between these two in the terminal. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarlane contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up and into the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Remy's going to hold his spot.
Interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and
Side
holds
by
it.
side between these two in turmoil. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clogging the inside line. McFarlane contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside. And Magnus gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Robbie's going to hold his spot. The NASA Crosscar Challenge on ASN is brought to you by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. And thank you to Andrew Cardinale IV for camera support all season. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network, no matter the platform, at ASN TV USA. And according to Brian, we might even be on the dark web. As I refresh our stream, we're looking at 941 subscribers. Looking good there. If you'd like to race in NASA, we have something for everyone going into 2026. All the info is at nasasimracing.com, and we're looking for partners as well, so you can join us there and get your name on a car, on the race, on whatever it may be. Message Brian, and we'll figure something out. We welcome you back to round 3 of NASA Crosscar Masters here in Bark River in Michigan with Josh Darnell next to me in the commentary box. We got Alex Larson in the production truck. My name is Josh Mertz. As NASA and ASN are proud to welcome you here to Bark River, back for the second phase of our race this evening. I kind of asked you this question earlier, Josh. We'll rehash it for those of you that are just joining us. It has been wild so far this season. We're only 2 weeks in. We had a 3-wide photo finish last week. What are we thinking as we head back to a short course for the Masters split?
Well, it is. Josh, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like the short courses. I don't like the truck tracks, and that may be controversial.
You don't like anything but rallycross track.
But rallycross. So you're asking the wrong person, perhaps.
Listen, I need objectively, not subjectively. And hopefully I didn't get those terms mixed up. What are we
Well, in my opinion, they are objective. Like,
okay. Listen, we're going to be arguing on the Josh and Josh podcast as we head to qualifying. Cody Cosgrove is the first car on track. The former contenders, 2-time contenders champion, 2023A, 2023C. Awesome to see him back in car number 18 for Solpec Precision Racing. In that team in the SimCar Grand Am Series on Thursday nights, and they've extended back to NASA Sim Racing. Awesome to see. And commentator's curse to the 18. He has beached it. Let's look at Dane Culver. He's definitely not car number 5, but I think I pressed the wrong button and I didn't give him his correct car number, so that's on me. It's been a very stressful day here at this house. For those of you, it probably doesn't matter. I want to give a shout out to anyone that was in Central Illinois / Central Indiana over the last 3 hours. There was a confirmed tornado west of my house here in Northwest Indiana. We're all good, clearly, but I want to make sure everyone's okay. It's been very stressful. I ended up in the bathroom with my cats and my buddy who drove from Virginia and my wife. We were all scared. It was great. Now we're good, right? We're here. We're watching some cross cars. It's going to be a good time.
Car?
Keenan asked me in the driver's meeting, he said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Sure." Define that. We'll figure it out. Sure. We're here. We're having a good time. Dane Culver is on his qualifying lap. Actually, he's drag racing Warren Watkins to see who will finish this lap first. We'll just have to wait and see.
They really are. They're going. They don't know that each other are out there on track currently, but they are right next to each other.
So, final couple of corners. Zach Blanche, last week's winner.
Goodness.
He's starting his lap. Indy made a mistake, I believe, off the final corner for Watkins in the 26. What will he run if we can get that ticker pulled up across the line? 1 minute 13.782. Dane Culver goes to P1 at a 12.5. Interesting to see what will happen when the world champion joins into the festivities. Justin Robichaux to 7th. Klaus goes to 2nd. Spalding to 5th. JP DeFino to 6th. Kieran Lifflander across the line. World champion. 1 minute 18.221 for the kid from South Carolina. P11 for the 20. As Evan McFarland heading through the
are a whole different monster. It's a whole different monster.
This is something else. I noticed that both of them confirmed at really in the middle of the day today, and that's not normal for them. Justin Morton to 5th, Cosgrove to 12th. Tom Grady to 15th.
Warren Watkins just threw his second lap away. That's unfortunate.
Any Aerotech fans hanging out with us? Your boy Keenan, P2 right now, 3/10 down from Dane Culver. Matty Grove 13th. Devin Hughes 12th. Trying to find where is Evan in the
McFarland,
04. P1 for the former world champion. A second and a half up. Incredible.
Almost a 111 flat.
Indy
800th.
Kirkenbauer goes to second in the 100.
Good lap from Indy. Still a second and a half. 1.4 off of Evan McFarlane.
As Evan goes over the jump.
The only other person I've seen able to match his pace in practice was Lindy, and Lindy was faster in practice by 0.2.
Oh.
I don't know if we're gonna see a 110, but Lindy has the pace. So it's just a matter of, and this goes for both of the top drivers tonight. We've been seeing a lot
Pick
of
up Lindy
old-
really quick in the 16. Final.
Oh yeah, we're
corner.
gonna see him come the line.
So sorry, Josh. I'll let you finish your point here in a
You're good.
second. Over the line. 1 minute 11.3. Where does that put him? 0.3 down. Are we going to see
Good lap.
some, I guess, already older NASA drive? I love that. That's the Josh Mertz line through those whoops for those guys. We are focused on Evan, I think, in the 04. That's Robichaux in the 193 who spins, and then we head back to Evan McFarlane in the 04.
What I was trying to say earlier was that I just think we've seen a lot of drivers, like old heads, veterans that are pros. They're known for their pace. They're known for their speed. I don't know if there's something going around, but a lot of people have seemingly lost confidence. I don't know if it's these cross cars making people second guess their, muscle memory, or if, it's just how long can you know what I mean?
Lindy,
like
full commitment. He saved it.
Oh, but that's
he
gonna
gave up
ruin
the
his
lap,
run,
though. He gave up the
Yeah,
lap.
sure.
That is over. Kieran does not have a lap either. That might be pole position for the former world champion, Evan McFarlane. For channel
Wow,
199.
Evan McFarlane and Matthew Lindy is second up on top of Kieran Liftlander. That's a new one.
Across the line goes the former world champion as we try and look at McFarlane. 1 minute 11.0. He sets his fastest lap at the last lap for the former four-time world champion, Evan McFarlane.
Nicely done.
Fastest in
Cements this
qualifying.
position. He didn't even need to do it. And he still did it. I think it's super
qualifying
important that
done and
these.
dusted.
I think it's super important. We've seen a lot of simple mistakes from drivers that usually don't make them, and I just think that people need to cool their heads, stay calm, know that you've done this before, you've been in these situations before, and just treat it like any other race. Oh, Zach Blanche at the P4.
Blanche goes to fifth in car number 2 at the dying moments of his qualifying run.
Nicely done from
Got a
Blanche
couple
to
of
make it
guys.
all the way up to the grid.
A couple of guys just finishing with some clear track, getting some extra practice in. And just a reminder, we'll be back on ASN next week at Winton in Australia for round 4 of the NASA Cross Car Challenge. 8 p.m. Eastern for Futures, 9 p.m. Eastern for Masters. And I'm going to be in that race in Masters. So, Josh, you might have to take the reins of this cast for that one. But I'm excited.
What, next week?
Yep.
Oh, we're going to put you in the press car down there.
War correspondent car? Oh.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have press all over it. Oh, I just thought of something awful.
If someone paints me a press car livery, I could race it. But I'll do it.
That's what we needed. We needed a NASA press.
Alrighty. 24 cars have qualified, and now we get set for Heat 1. Justin Robichaux, Devin Hughes, Jameson Leckenby, Warren Watkins, Klaus Kreutzer, Keenan Kusan, Zach Blanche, Evan McFarlane. Now, the theme of the evening is fastest in seeding did not make the feature. And Evan McFarlane has had everything go wrong for him this season so far, crashing from the lead in Phoenix, crashing from the lead in Wheatland. He's not on track yet, but he's playing that psychological game, Mr. Darnell. Where he waits.
A delayed start. We just got asked for a delayed
They have a
start
minute and 15 seconds to figure it out. Unfortunately, we cannot delay the... We will be waiting to see what is going on. Not sure
Okay,
what is
my
going
cat
on for
is
Farland.
tormenting.
Your cat's trying to commentate with us. Listen, I got 3 of them sitting behind me on the floor in the office. They have not tried to jump into my lap. McFarland
Yeah,
has disconnected, so the former world champion to the semifinal.
God, that sucks.
Green flag in Michigan. Robichaux, Hughes, Leckenby, Watkins to turn 1. Kreutzer, Blanche, Kusan.
Oh,
7
good much
cars.
contact.
Watkins surges on the on driver's left around the whoops, shooting the middles. Leckenby 2 for 1 special, trying it on Hughes and Watkins.
Oh, on the inside. Who's that in the rear?
1 car in the back. It's Keenan. Aerotech in the 0-3 through the whoops, through the chicane for the first time. Blanche and Hughes nearly touch over the first big jump. Absolutely
I saw it.
terrifying to take that jump around the outside. Blanche on Hughes can't get it done.
He may have it done now, though. Someone's around the
Touches.
back.
Leckenby, around goes
Around.
Blanche.
Oh, and again. He tries to loop it quickly, loses another spot. Klaus will...
Leckenby battling for the lead. Inside, they touch.
they're going to come together.
Using him up.
Oh, goodness.
Robichaux gets spun.
You know, like... It looked like Justin just came down to him.
Around and over goes Keenan in the 0-3. And Aerotech is not going to be very aerodynamic anymore.
Every chance I get to speak, something else happens.
Listen, apparently you're just not allowed to speak anymore. I felt that way last week, and really this week as well. Leckenby leads. Hughes, Watkins, Kreutzer, Robichaux, Blanche, Keenan, and back in the session is Evan McFarland getting going again in the 0-4.
Leckenby, by the way, from the
Over
future.
he goes from the lead! Cartwheeling and out of the park goes the 51 of Leckenby. And the
Devin Hughes also spun.
The Taco Bell cup has been crinkled. It will not hold liquid anymore. That's what happened to Jameson. Leckenby, Kreutzer, and Robichaux battle for now for second. Warren
Blanche is
Watkins,
happy
remember
to
what happened? Really quick, Josh, I'm so sorry. Remember what happened to Warren Watkins in Heat 1 earlier? He started, last? Found himself winning that heat race. Look at the timing tower. Again!
I know. Yeah, he's the dark horse. Blanche trying to make a move. Kreutzer.
Robichaux. What a move for Klaus on the grass.
That's going to be
give up
rough
a little bit of
coming
time.
down.
Surging on the berm. It is so rewarding on that little tabletop jump when you land perfectly and you're not bouncing all over the place. It doesn't matter what car it's in. It's been super rewarding.
Yeah, nicely done from Klaus Kreutzer there through that last section. He lost. I thought the battle was over. Now he's looking to make the pass. Oh, the jump gets the better of him. He loses it.
Blanche
looking to the inside.
Klaus second, passing Robichaux. Second, third, and fourth battling. Into the berm. Over Klaus goes.
Oh, my goodness. Awful news for Kreutzer. Blanche now taking the move to Justin Robichaux, who gives him a bit of a nudge around the outside. Doesn't let him have the space.
I got so frazzled with what's been happening tonight. We don't have to, of course, go over the format mid-race, but the winner will transfer out of these heat races. So Warren Watkins looking good. Then I think it'll be the top 6 out of the semifinals later on. The inside of Robichaux goes Blanche. Oh, they touch!
Contact.
Robichaux used up again.
I am going to take a second look at that. That is debatable on Racing Incident. So they came together. Justin was coming down from the top of the berm. Blanche was using up the inside. Blanche sends the car, swings it wide, and as Justin's coming down, they just make contact. And again, if you're trying to make the pass, these cars just... It's so interesting, the contact that they have with each other.
So Watkins has set his fastest lap at a 1 minute 13.888. Zach Blanche has set the fastest lap at a 1 minute 13.856. The feature is going to be phenomenal when we see the fastest guys rise to the top. And we talk about these inverted starts, how unique they are to NASA Sim Racing. We invert every heat race for every split. And you've got these futures guys that end up in the front. And you've got the guys that are on pole, fastest in the master split, having to weave their way through traffic.
Yeah, unfortunate start
Zach
for.
Blanche.
Unfortunate start.
What happened
for
to
Evan
Watkins?
McFarlane. Oh no!
As Watkins had an issue over the jump. Blanche is closing in. White flag for Watkins and Blanche. 1 minute 11.628 for Blanche. He landed very badly over the turn 1 jump. Gonna give up some time.
Good try from Blanche. Watkins, good recovery on the last sector. He almost looped it, but was able to get it under control. He has led this entire race, basically.
Blanche has half a lap. Still a long time here to make something happen.
Plenty of areas to make a mistake.
We've seen
You've got to stay
surges
focused.
over the past 4 years through the whoops. He can just blitz through the whoops on the 2 front tires and not even have an issue. That is amazing.
Blanche
the
doing
final big jump.
everything he can.
Kreutzer passes Robichaux in the back for 4th. Here comes Blanche trying to go for the pole position for the win of heat number 1. He's got 2 corners left. You have to get through this really tricky whoop section.
It's very important that Watkins keeps it together.
Watkins, much better than Blanche. Checkered flag. Warren Watkins wins heat number
Futures.
1 of Masters in Michigan from a Futures driver to pole position.
Nicely done from Warren Watkins to lock up early pole. Who's to say how that race would have gone had Evan McFarlane not encountered some early issues?
Blanche, Hughes, Kreutzer, Robichaux, Cousin, Leckenby, and former world champion Evan McFarlane, after falling out of the servo with a connection issue or a hardware issue, back on track in 8th for Channel 199. Take a breath. You got 2 more heat races, and it's going to be crazy. Everyone's finishing up. We take a look at the classification from heat number 1. Everything was broken, so don't even worry about it. As Robichaux is struggling to finish this race, we don't have a graphic for the grid yet because we haven't finished yet, and Robichaux will cross the line. I'm going to call this track a geological oddity. It's going to be a trademark term. This has been something else tonight.
This track makes no sense. Geologically, it's all messed up.
This is something else. Heat 2. Cody Cosgrove, JP DeFino, Cartwright Mensch, Umut Acton Isley, Staver Kirkenbauer, and Lindy. Staver wasn't happy with the contact from Blanche last week on the Joker merge, but now he can reset himself and set his sights here in this second heat race of Matt.
Yeah, again, like, it's very important that they just don't get inside their own heads here. These drivers that, especially with these inverted grids, it's easy to do. We get ready, go green.
Flag heat 2. No wheelies for these guys, but DeFino beats Cosgrove to turn 1. Cosgrove still has the inside line. Mensch, Cartwright, Acton Isley, Staver, and Lindy.
Lindy got all crossed up off of turn 1.
As DeFino all over the dirt
bumping
in the 845. Trying high, wide, and handsome on the outside is Mensch. Nothing doing there in the 294. Through the whoops, through the chicane.
Side by side, contact.
Staver, 4 wide, and Lindy is not, I would say, the beneficiary. The opposite of that. The 16's around.
Yeah.
Kirkenbauer as well.
That's unfortunate. Not a whole lot of time lost, thankfully.
Mutt looks to the inside.
Oh, someone blinking.
DeFino blinking. Connection issues. Cosgrove fighting through this dirt. Here comes Cartwright in the 55 over the jump.
Oh my god.
Here comes TJ Staver. 3-for-1 special. Crosses into Cosgrove. Cosgrove is all around. Saves it. What a send. Here comes Umut in the 31.
What a save from Cosgrove. He's not going to be happy about that move. I don't know who would.
That was gnarly. 3-4 cars in one corner put Staver back to the lead. Or up to the lead, I should say. And Umut, high centered on the dirt. He gets passed by Cartwright. They touch over the jump. Around they both go. Lindy to second.
Huge moves for Lindy. After getting collected in a mistake that was completely unavoidable for him. Up to P2. It's exactly where he wants to be. And he has the pace over TJ Staver, at least in practice and qualifying. So he really just has to put his head down and start churning out these laps. He's got 3 left.
Cartwright and Indy Kirkenbauer side by side over the jump. Cosgrove, Uma, James, Mensch, Lindy, Staver from last to first. Staver in the lead of heat number 2. Lindy's 1.7 seconds away from the leader, Staver. Curious to see these lap times, though. One car around in the back. It's Indy Kirkenbauer in the 100. He did a perfect pirouette.
Good landing for both
he
of them.
Goes. Cosgrove continues to struggle in the 18
Cosgrove,
lap
big
time.
issue.
1 minute 13.0 for Staver. 1 minute 11.2 for Lindy.
Lindy, already we can see the gap closing, especially come this long, sweeping left-hander. Lindy makes a lot of time up there.
Big crash for Cody Cosgrove in turn 2. The 18 flips it over the whoops.
And it was
Over
what
he
we were
went.
talking about earlier, Josh, about like once these cars get away from you, once you have a big crash or big incident, it seems to just dogpile. Oh,
Bad
Lindy looking
crashing
to
for
make a
the
move on
lead!
Stauber.
Crashing for the lead. If we could go to live pictures. What is happening?
Oh,
Lindy
Lindy gets-
around.
Oh, you gotta be.
Staver
You
through the
gotta-
whoops, came across into Lindy. They got hooked together. Then they parked it. And then they came to... I don't know what just happened.
So the first instant, all of it's basically a racing incident. At the end, I think you just got to have a little bit more patience trying to rejoin the track. Unfortunately, Lindy gets caught up into the rear tire. He doesn't lose P2. He has a lot of time to make up now. He has to redo everything he just built up over the last 2 laps. Josh, it might come down to the wire.
Fascinating stuff here in Bark River. Staver, Lindy, Umut in third, looking good for the Turk. Cartwright in fourth, DeFino, Mensch, Kirkenbauer heads to the pit lane, Cosgrove is out. Lindy is there, again. He's got a lap and a half to go.
Yeah, he's already caught back up to the rear of TJ Staver. Same spot as last time. He has got
Inside.
to be patient on this pass. Staver goes
Staver
defensive.
defends, they touch again, and Lindy loops it nearly again.
Get it under control. Don't lose the spot. God, that is not where you want to make the move. Like, he has got to be patient through there. Although it looks like he's already building up a lot of lost time. Behind him, though, he has pressure now. Umat. Oh, and Lindy loops it. He saves it, but he's going to lose a spot.
Umut to second. This is such a fun but terrifying car to drive because you are on the limit. And Staver all crossed up into turn 2. He was tank slapping that 15 car and he saved it. Umut was half a second faster than Staver the last time around, but Umut might be holding up Lindy. Lindy might be able to close this gap. That'd be a tall order, but I've seen crazier things happen.
Mistakes will need to happen, Josh. I don't think anything's gonna happen other than that. And then Lindy's battle isn't over that. He still has to get around Umet now. Almost loops it again.
Quarter of a lap roughly to go over the final jump. Staver. Then it is Umut. Then it is Lindy. Final couple of corners for heat number 2. It has been chaotic as an understatement here in Bark River. TJ Staver over the final set of jumps. Nice and calm and clean. He rounds the final corner
Lindy
to win
trying.
the second heat race. Lindy trying to get the
Lindy,
best
the
of the
last
rest spot.
corner.
He does. Second
Nicely
spot for
done.
Lindy. Great recovery. Umut to third. Cartwright fourth. DeFino, Mensch, Kirkenbauer, and Cosgrove. This night is something. I'm gonna blame it on the weather. What I'm gonna do.
Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna blame it on the tornado.
That's what I'm doing. I have a good, nice. Here's the thing. Tornado blew past the house 3 hours ago, and then it's gonna snow at 4 a.m. So I got a 2-hour drive to the office tomorrow. So it's gonna be a good time.
Oh goodness gracious!
Oh yeah. Yep. Heat number 3. Tom Grady, Matty Grove, Romain Rateau, Aiden Irvin, Justin Morton, Chris Spalding, Dane Culver, Kieran Lifflander. Tom Grady having a technical issue. He might not make the start. That's going to be two cars out of these 3 heat races having technical issues that will have to go through the semifinal unless Grady can make it to the grid. I think he's going to be missing this start.
Is who? Oh, it looks
Brady's
like
falling
someone
out.
just dropped. Yep, just dropped a packet loss.
So Grove on pole position now for Heat 3. Green flag. Rateau second. Irvin. Worst start compared to Morton. Morton made his debut. Had a great race earlier on in Futures. Spalding, our points leader from Futures, in the 039.
Spalding's going to be looking to make a move. Spalding and Justin on track together right now, so they're going to be looking to make a little bit of rivalry unfolding here. I'm sure they're going to be looking to make a statement over one another.
Tom Grady back in the session. Rateau battling Grove. Rateau,
side by side
over the jump for the former contenders champion Matty Grove. Riley, Lane, Shelby, wife and kids trying to cheer dad and hubby
nicely
on
done.
in second. Rateau to the lead. Over under
Grove
for the
not
former
done.
champion. I want to give you a little bit of a tidbit. It might be 4 wheels, but Matty Grove is used to these tracks. He races motocross, and granted, he's used to 2 wheels, but he knows these bigger tracks. They touch! They were interlocked over the jump. Here comes Morton. Here comes Irvin. They touch. Does Grove and Morton. Cutting the track is Grove. Around the outside goes Spalding. We've got, what is this? Everybody's here.
Oh, goodness.
Culver touches and wall.
Morton did not expect Grove to slow down so
As
much coming
Kieran,
into that
what
corner.
happened to Kieran in the 20?
Oh, goodness.
He looped it and got driven over by Matty Grove in the 472.
Oh, it just goes from bad to worse.
And the world
Back up to
champion
the
has
front,
had
Chris.
awful luck this season.
Chris Spalding giving it all he's got to Romain right now, making him work for P1, looking to make the move. They're now side by side.
Taking a second look at that massive kerfuffle in the final couple of corners. Lifflander loops it, got driven over. Spalding to the lead-off monitor. Matty Grove has disconnected from the session.
That is unfortunate for Matty Grove. It is getting late. I know that well, the kids may not have school tomorrow, but he may have work. Oh, the life of a father.
Culver behind Rateau. Dane Culver on debut. Looking good. Spalding in the 039. Rateau in the 23. Irvin in the 259. Lifflander still rolling in the 20. Newly minted world champion in NASA Rallycross. Has had torrid luck this season in cross car. That just goes to show you need to practice these cars because even the best in the world are caught out. 3 to go for Spalding. Fastest lap for Culver, 13.2. Has contact with Culver into Irvin in the 259.
And that wasn't a rejoin, a good J-turn from Culver to get the car back going. That was not a rejoin issue. The momentum carried Culver into that car.
Rateau. It happens in the rallycross car too. You slide wide and then you grip up and it just cuts you down to the inside. Culver had no idea and he has further spun it.
Yeah,
in the
he
5
is,
car.
and he sends it to pit. Romain trying to catch back up to Spalding, but Spalding really making kind of showing that orange plate might need to get, we might need to rinse that orange off of there.
There have been times where we've moved people from the bottom split to the top split. But obviously, with this first season of Crosscar, we're not really sure on pace, so we might be a little lopsided, and I agree.
Don't worry, Chris. Don't worry. Like, everyone's
guys-
probably staying where they're at, but next season.
A couple guys for futures are going to be moving for sure. Now, this puts world champion Kieran Lifflander, who's had an awful season so far, in second. Crashed in Phoenix, crashed in Wheatland, and now, and it's publicly known that Kieran is not a fan of these short course tracks. It arguably cost him the world championship in 2025A. Now he's looking good here at Bark River in heat number 3. As never mind, commentator's curse. He crashed through the whoops. And he has dropped down to... Should I just stop talking, Josh? I feel like every time we say something, someone crashes.
Yeah, someone crashes. Yeah, I know. I feel guilty about it as well. I almost don't want to have the camera on people while I'm talking about them because I'm terrified for their well-being. I feel like we may be hurting people out there on track.
White flag for Chris Spalding. Listen, Kieran, if you're watching this back, as Rateau, hold on, I was going to make another joke, but Romain has crashed in the 23. What had happened? Oh, he landed bad. It's the same section that caught out Watson, and it ripped him and spun him. Listen, I have a fun time sitting up here and watching my cars drive around the track. You might have to do that. I'm kidding. You can keep driving. It's fine. But it's very. I say that because these cars are so stressful. I don't even know if I'm going to run next week after watching everything that's happened right now.
The rallycross tracks are a lot more fun. A lot more, especially
That's subjective.
Especially in an open setup, they're much more fun. In a fixed setup, they're a bit of a monster. Kieran looking to make a move. It looks like he'll get it done coming this turn. He'll have the inside. Does he close the door? He doesn't. Kieran gets it.
Block pass for the 20. Back to the second position goes the world champion. Aiden Irvin, one of the drivers that know these tracks well.
He is not
He
done
sent
yet.
to the inside. Final corner up front. Chris Spalding wins heat 3.
Nicely done from
Checkered
Chris.
flag for the futures point leader. As Kieran Lifflander looks like he will come home in the second spot. He will go to the semifinal in car number 20.
Nicely
Irvin
done
third.
from Kieran to bring it home.
Morton 4th. 5th will be
Early
Rateau.
mis-
6th. Is that Tom Grady in 6th, or is my timing broken?
It
is Tom
it's not
Grady in
broken.
6th.
Tom Grady in 6th.
After not making the start because of a broken UI system. And Culver 7th. 8th, Matty Grove.
Kieran, early issue in the race, brings it back to P2. That is crucial. We're going to be looking for Evan McFarland on the LCQ. Kieran may have already secured, should have, is it just 1 or 2 transfer up to the feature? I should know that.
The winner transfers out of each heat race in NASA Sim Race.
There we go.
Pull
A
up that
little
graphic
refresher.
real
I was
quick, Alex. We have a
testing
little bit of time.
the audience.
Let's see. What are we waiting for? Oh, we have 5 seconds. There we go. Winner transfers, then the top half advance out of the semifinals. We are headed towards the semifinal now.
Josh,
we go
you
to the
run it
feature.
while I run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Got it. Grid for the first semifinal. Zach Blanche, Kieran Lifflander, Umut Akdenisley, Klaus Kreutzer, Justin Morton, JP DeFino, Keenan Kusan, Tom Grady, Indy Kirkenbauer, and former world champion Evan McFarland, car number 04, starting 10th. Whew. This is another 5-lap race. Top 6, according to iRacing, will transfer as we get set for the first semifinal in Michigan. Green flag. What a start for Umut in the 31 compared to the front row, but he's nowhere close. We head over the first jump in turn 1. Blanche leads Lifflander. These two have been dueling all the time in Rallycross. And into the second corner. Blanche, Lifflander, Umut, Klaus, Justin, Morton. Then it's DeFino. Then it's Keenan, Evan, Grady, and Kirkenbauer. In the 100, DeFino makes a mistake in the 845. Over the first 2 whoops and into the chicane. For the first big jump. Blanche leads. Lifflander second. Umut closing in third. Umut looks to the inside. The driver from Turkey against the world champion Kieran Lifflander through the whoops. One
Oh.
around. It's McFarlane in the 0-4, the former world champion again.
Josh, I came back, and I feel like that may have been my fault.
Nobody died and crashed until you came back.
I know. I know.
Taking a second look. I think we're looking at McFarlane in the 0-4.
He just loops it on the berm.
At the end of the first lap, Zach Blanche leads. Lifflander behind him. Umut third. Klaus is all over the track in the 77. Morton in the 11. Indy Kirkenbauer. Husan, Grady, DeFino, and McFarlane. And now these two have found the Josh Mertz line going into turn 2. They're both running it. And Blanche, block pass from Lifflander. Blanche tries it. They touch. This is so sketchy. South Carolina to Australia for netcode. It's not a good time.
And these drivers know, like, these are two pro drivers. Drivers know how these cross cars can act when they touch each other like that. That was so risky, so unnecessary. But they are giving it everything they've got out on the track.
And McFarlane, I'm just keeping an eye on the former world champion. He is in 9th. Keenan decides to mow the lawn in the 0-3. Aerotech fans not having a good time. He is high-centered on the berm.
Goodness. All right, good rejoin.
Backs out of it. He is all good now. Lifflander holds the lead. Blanche in second. Umut third. Klaus, and then it's Indy Kirkenbauer. Lifflander very wide, nearly into the hay bales, into the wall in the final corner. He was a second faster than Zach Blanche. And I know something about Kieran Lifflander. He gets zoned in. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. But it's so easy to cross that line of focus and make a mistake with these cross cars. Rear-wheel drive. You have to drive off the right rear or the left rear. And if you get too far across that slip angle, it's over.
Ooh. Blanche bicycling it over that last jump.
Kirkenbauer and Kreutzer battling for 4th and for 5th in the mid-pack.
Yeah, Umet keeping up with the top 2 right now. Good showing from him.
Through the whoops. Kieran saved it. He was all crossed up. Umut looking good.
What
Klaus,
a
Kirkenbauer,
line from
Morton.
Klaus
Morton in the
Kreutzer.
11 spins. Morton over in the 11. This puts the former world champion McFarlane to a transfer spot. But he's got Tom Grady all over that rear wing.
Morton currently looking for a way back into the track. He found it. He's back. Evan, after an unfortunate beginning, finds himself into a transfer spot, so good for him, but he needs to keep it clean from here on out.
2 to go. Kieran Lifflander leads. 1 minute 12.799. Out front.
Blanche has
in
got to be
second.
careful. He's falling into the clutches of Umet, Mertz. I don't know how this is going to go.
Umut last lap, 1 minute 12.991. He was let's call it a second and a half,
Seconds.
nearly, over Zach Blanche.
Zach has got to get control of this car. I must have missed an issue that he had last lap around, but
As
This
Kirkenbauer
looks so-
and Kreutzer, they are
still going.
battling to the death for 4th and 5th.
Oh, Kirkenbauer to the inside.
McFarlane's got a comfortable gap over Grady. We look contact with Kreutzer and Kirkenbauer.
I don't know if that was... I don't think you can say that's Kirkenbauer's fault. It looked like Klaus was in the midst of looping it, and Kirkenbauer had nowhere to go.
Around the outside was the former
Klaus
world
now
champion trying to
defending.
get the spot on Klaus, and McFarlane makes it work.
Oh, so close to the wall. He had to back out of it, loses it.
White flag. Kieran
Klaus
Lifflander
with-
sets fastest lap. 1 minute 12.0.
Evans still not able to get the pass done yet on Klaus Kreutzer. It looks like, as I say it, though, he finally secures the spot. Move him up to P5. Good racing from McFarlane. Kirkenbauer away from death's cold grip. Now sets his sights on Umet. Umet still looking to catch up to Blanche, who's bled time. Blanche setting his typical lap times. Now he must have had an issue last time around, Josh. He's still 4 tenths
car-
off Kieran Lifflander.
One car on the outside looking in right now is Keenan Kusan. second place or third place man last week in Phoenix, is currently out of a feature position. No Athena Leclerc tonight either, as Kieran Lifflander rounds the final couple of corners.
Yeah, we're coming around to the last couple corners here. I don't think Keenan's going to be able to bring this home in time. It was a valiant effort, but barring any mistakes from Klaus Kreutzer, this should be done and sealed.
Lifflander wins the semifinal. Blanche in second. Third, Willoughby Umut in the 31. Fourth will be Indy Kirkenbauer. Fifth, Evan McFarland. Sixth, Klaus Kreutzer. And on the outside, looking in, will be Keenan Kusan in the 03. Justin Morton, Tom Grady, JP DeFino. Just kidding. They're not done battling yet. Battle for... Never mind. Now they are. JP spun.
Oh, there it is.
Semifinal.
Probably curse.
Yeah, see? I go and talk about it, and then they crash. Semifinal A just finishing up as we get set and ready for semifinal B. Been a show. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I've been taking a look periodically at the viewer count. We've had 40 to 45, down to 28, but thanks so much. It's been so much fun tonight. Josh Darnell, Josh Mertz, Alex Larson, hanging out on ASN Live. 11 cars in the second semifinal. Lindy Hughes, Irvin Cartwright, Robichaux, Rateau, Mensch, Leckenby, Culver, Crosgrove, and Grove. You might be missing a few. I have a feeling a couple of these guys might be out of the
The
session.
LCQ does seem a little small. Some of these guys start in the back. Jameson, Cody Crosgrove, Dan Culver. These guys that have to make the round the first corner off the start, they get, man, oh man, that seems like the hell of a place to start. Green flag, we're away.
No Grove, no Robichaux. It's 9 cars into turn 1. Lindy leads Hughes, leads Irvin, Cartwright, Rateau, Mensch, Leckenby, Culver, and Crosgrove into turn 2. Multiple guys using different lines through the whoops, some not using the whoops.
Oh.
Rounding the massive turn 2. Cartwright to the inside on Hughes. Nothing doing yet.
Aiden Irving with an early surge in turn number 2.
Touch
He makes
over
it
the
work.
whoops
Oh,
through the
goodness.
chicane. Cartwright, Leckenby, and Rateau all crash.
Cartwright had to check up massively to avoid contact. Now he's looking to make up lost time after getting involved in a crash he had nothing to do with.
Matthew Lindy loving this.
Yeah,
Finally
still
going
in the
to
lead.
recover. Let's take a second look here. Take us through this.
Oh, so unfortunate. You're coming over the jumps and you're turning. He was turning the car as he was coming over the jump to set himself up for the next turn. As I'm talking, Aiden Irving in P2, and that is
James Mensch.
Devin.
What an over-under.
Oh, my goodness.
Here comes Culver. 2 newcomers and 1 returnee to NASA Sim Racing. It's been 4 years at least since Aiden Irvin has raced in NASA Sim Racing until Cross Car this season. James Mensch and Culver, Dane Culver, both newcomers, both signed up in the last couple days. Awesome to see new faces in NASA Sim Racing as we head towards 700 people in the Discord. I told my buddy Adam when he came over, I told him, yeah, I got 700 people in the server. He said, what?
700?
Yep.
I didn't
He
even know
remembers
that.
the days where there was only 10 of us, and now there definitely isn't. But I digress. So James
It's
Mensch,
our
I
little
think, made a
NASA
mistake.
family.
It's a country at this point. It's
It's a
the
small
entire
battalion.
It's
a
the
small
entire
battalion.
it's the entire dirt road community. I'm convinced. All right, let's get a reset here. Matthew Lindy
Lindy
loves this. He's a
out and
second.
away.
No, he's 5 seconds up on Irvin. My timing's broken. Devin Hughes looking good in fourth. I need to put my team owner hat on for 2 seconds. Devin, you're doing great. Okay, keep rolling. You just need to finish in the top 6, and then I'll be happy and fine. It'll be fine. Mensch,
And if you
Rateau,
don't finish in the top 6, it's over. Consider that contract done.
you're not getting more ice cream. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, no.
I'll tell the girls, and they won't give you any ice cream. I hold the keys to that one. Fastest lap for Lindy, 1 minute 11.1. Have we seen a 1 minute 10 tonight? I don't remember if we have or not.
No, not yet. Evan scratched the surface. I want to go up. Dan Culver currently off track. He's
mowing the
starting
lawn.
He was trying to make a move on Aiden as we were coming up to that last sector. He's still looking to make the move. He may have the drive out. He doesn't. I will make it even between them.
We do have an update. I didn't tell Alex, who drives for me, that we get ice cream Yeah, we got to talk about that after. But he did give me a factoid. Evan ran a 1:10 in his heat race, so I think that's the only 1:10 that we've seen tonight.
That is. That's the only.
I think
1:10.
Lindy's going to crack the 1:10s. What are we looking at right now? Irvin versus Culver.
1:11.2, we'll say, for Lindy last time around. Behind him, Irving with a 1:13.1. So, barring any mistakes, there's a race going on.
Culver's using he used the cushion to rotate the car and goes to second.
Nicely done. Nicely done from Culver.
I'm going to say this and
flawlessly.
This might sound terrible. Words are hard. I just need to say this as Lindy 1:11.0. It's not the drivers that don't know what they're doing. It's this car and this track it's always been unpredictable. It doesn't matter if it's the Vortex race for ES2 Motorsport. It doesn't matter if it's the NASA Rallycross Endurance Cup. It doesn't matter if it's Cross Car. These cars on this track in Bark River has always been insane to drive. I just don't want anyone thinking that our drivers don't know what they're doing, because this stuff so hard. If you join us on iRacing, you'll understand very quickly what we're doing.
The truck tracks are completely unpredictable in anything other than a truck. And even then, I think some of the truck guys would argue that it's still a little bit of a handing the wheel over to God. Lindy's still out and away. Culver cementing his P2 spot now. 8 1 14.
Matthew Lindy
4.
Looking to take the white flag. We're looking at Hughes and Mensch. That's for 4th and 5th. Cartwright holds the transfer, but not for long, between him and Jamison Leckenby in the Taco Bell Cup car.
Yeah, Leckenby's looking to make a move here. He's shown he was fast in the futures. He was in the lead for quite some time in the first heat of this session. So he has the pace to get up there. He just needs to make sure he doesn't flip the car over again.
Lindy's last lap. He did crack a 1:10. 1:10.960 for the kid from California, racing under the Filipino flag. Looking really good, paying tribute to Greg Biffle in car number 16. We stay locked in on Devin Hughes and James Mensch. Over the big jump, 4th and 5th. Jamison Leckenby is the one car left in this session that could do anything about a transfer spot, as he's battling with Jeff Cartwright. Up front, Matthew Lindy rounds the final couple of corners. We'll keep an eye on that battle in a minute. Up front, Matthew Lindy will round the final corner, and he will win semifinal B here in Michigan. Culver 2nd, 3rd Irvin, 4th is Mensch battling with Hughes. Let's pay attention to Leckenby and Cartwright. This is 6th and 7th. This is the battle for the transfer spot. Leckenby backs up the corner, running it wide as Cartwright. Here comes Leckenby, gets by mid-corner, can't do anything with it into the final couple of corners. We've seen chaos in these. Whoops. Over the jump. Landing. They're both crossed up. Leckenby crossed up worse than Cartwright, and Cartwright will save it across the line. 6th and last qualifier here in Michigan.
Nicely done from Jeff Cartwright to hold the defensive line at the end. Leckenby gave it all he got, but just ran out of time.
As we have our final break of the evening, we're going to step aside one last time here on ASN, collect our breath, and on the other side of the break, we go green in Bark River.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds
Side by
it.
side between these two in the terminal. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap clock at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Wetz will hold his spot. The NASA Cross Car Challenge on ASN is brought to you by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams, and thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for camera support all season. If you like what you see tonight, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network, no matter the platform, at ASN TV USA. And according to Brian, we might even be on the dark web. We're looking for 1,000 subscribers as we close the year, as we have 941 right now. And if you'd like to race in NASA, we have something for everyone. All the info is at nasasimracing.com. We're looking for partners as well, so join the Discord, have a chat with Brian Sawyer. We can work something out. We welcome you back to the third round of the NASA Cross Car Challenge for the Masters Division here in Bark River in Michigan, with Alex Larson in the production truck, Josh Jarnell next to me in the commentary box. My name is Josh Mertz, live on the Automotive Sports Network. Got 30 seconds left, Josh, before we go green. Give me a quick prediction. Chaos?
I really think it's going to come down to the drivers that's most consistent. It's not going to be about, I don't know if it's going to be about outright pace. We've seen drivers that we've known to be fast make very simple mistakes, and it costs them the entire race. So it really only takes one mess up here to kind of just sort of be the end of it all. So I think it's going to come down to the most consistent driver. I think it's going to come down to the driver who can stay out of their own head the most. But it's going to be chaos nonetheless.
We had an amazing race, the Futures Division, and we cap off the Masters Division in just a couple of moments. We will have 15 cars going for 10 laps. And Brian was right on time with everything. He was estimating like an hour and a half per race. We're looking at a 3-hour thing. It's still not ideal, but
I hate it when he's right.
I don't like that
it bothers me because his ego. Like,
all right, let's hold that thought for a minute. Let's go through the grid. Warren Watkins, TJ Staver, Chris Spalding, Kieran Lifflander, Matthew Lindy, Zach Blanche, Dane Culver, Umut Ekton-Isley, Aiden Irvin, Indy Kirkenbauer, the top 10. James Mensch, Evan McFarland, Devin Hughes, Klaus Kreutzer, Jeff Cartwright. Hey, he's here! Brian's here, and he says he's always right. I hope the hockey game went well. I hope everything is
great.
well. Yeah, now you get to listen to me yap as we get set for this third round of the NASA Cross Car Challenge. It has been chaotic. Hi, Cap, I see you. It has been chaotic all night from start to finish. Let's take a
These
breath
drivers better get on grid. 10 seconds.
as we get set to go green in Michigan.
A lot of drivers have a lot of room to make up here. We're gonna see some. Josh, I think we're gonna see some big moves right off the line.
Revving them up. 10 laps. Green flag in Michigan. Off the line. Staver and Watkins lead us to turn 1. It's Spalding and Lifflander with Lindy, Blanche, Culver, Ekton-Isley. We've got Irvin, Kirkenbauer, Mensch, Hughes, McFarland, Kreutzer, and Cartwright down to the second corner. Watkins leads. Couple car lengths between him and Staver. Staver looking to the inside. He hasn't made any friends tonight with a couple of the moves that he has made earlier on. Spalding sits in the third spot over the first set of whoops. Into the chicane for the first time. Pushing wide as
Kieran
Watkins
gets
loses the
crossed up.
lead. Staver. Kieran as well. Couple cars all over. We've got one around, two around. It's mentioned Lifflander, the world champion, over the big jump. Klaus saves it. Single file. One car way wide. It's Spalding in the 039 trying a different line. Here comes Lindy in the 16. Passes Watkins. And now he sets his sights on the 15 of Staver. Spalding. Watkins over the jump. Culver in the 5 looking to split the difference. Will we be 3 wide into the hairpin? As Watkins tries a block pass on Spalding, 5 cars, 6 cars under a blanket.
Oh, and that's Umet looking to make a move now. He's in the picture.
Umet looking good. Battle for the lead. One car gets sent. It's Blanche around. One car as well. Lindy to the lead ahead of Staver. What happened? Hughes is off the road. Cartwright, Kieran, Irvin, Mensch, Blanche, everybody involved. If we can take a second look potentially. That was a mess.
Even Evan McFarland got caught up in that calamity that happened that last turn.
Looks
That
like it
is
was the same thing that
unfortunate to
happened in the
see.
Futures race. You bounce bad off that jump, and off it goes.
Evan McFarland up to P9 now from starting in I think 13. So he's making up lost time. He had another issue. He hasn't lost too much time to the leader. Devin Hughes is coming out of the pit. Lindy is leading this race currently.
Lindy,
Behind
Staver,
him,
Watkins, Spalding, and Kirkenbauer.
only a 10th between Lindy and Staver, but the gap does not look that way. I'm wondering to see what times Lindy's doing now with clean air in front of him. So important. to get
Spalding
those whoops right.
passes Watkins. Watkins loops it. 26. Not having a good night. 6th is okay. Well, starting from the lead, it's not okay, but you get my point. Words are hard. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Cartwright is exiting the pit lane in the 55. Zach Blanche in the 2. And here's the interesting thing. If I'm looking at this stat book, Blanche is 7th in points. I thought he was further up than he was, so never mind. I stand corrected. As we've got chaos in the mid-pack with Watkins, with Lifflander, with Mensch. Staver trying to catch Lindy as we stay focused on Watkins.
Yeah, Evan McFarland currently battling Umet, looking to make the pass. Evan trying to make the move up to P5. He is still battling hard. Again, Evan keeps running into the back of these... Evan keeps running into the back of the drivers in front of him, and it's slowing him up, and he winds up looping the car. So he has to slow it down as he's coming into these corners. He has to slow it down as he's coming up the pass. Take a deep breath. Try to collect yourself. Looks like he's going to make it happen. Umet with a big mistake in the last corner.
Side by side over turn 1. And McFarland surges ahead.
Nicely done from Evan to claim the spot. Now sets his sights on Chris Spalding. certainly to be a hard battle. He has 3 difficult drivers he's got to pass if he's looking to catch up to Devin Hughes. Well, no, Devin Hughes is coming out of the pits. He's looking to catch up to TJ Staver, Indy, and Chris Spalding. He's has some work cut out for him. Matthew Lindy is out and away from this race, though, and he has lap traffic giving him a little bit of a breathing room.
So Devin Hughes will have to obey blue flags in the 60. So once he gets those, he'll have to get out of the way of Staver in the 15. But Indy Kirkenbauer looking great as well in the 100. What happened to the world champion? Lifflander has tumbled down the timing tower. He came together with former Futures champion Klaus Kreutzer.
Hmm. And this
Matthew Lindy,
looks, again, the same spot.
What happened to Staver? Staver in the final corner. The 15 has come unglued all over. He didn't get turned. He turned himself with the messy
with the
whoops
berm.
there.
Messy whoops.
Yeah.
Yep. Thankfully, he doesn't collect anybody. He does. He collects Spalding. Evan just escapes calamity.
Tell you what, speaking of Evan, the former world champion, he sits in 3rd right now. He is 6.5 seconds off the lead. Kirkenbauer runs wide.
He'll make the move.
Will McFarlane redeem himself is the question. Now racing his former teammate, Matthew Lindy.
Matthew Lindy has got to be breathing a little heavy now, having seen Evan McFarlane cut up through the field from P14 or 13. 2 mistakes, back up, cuts his way. It's only lap number 5. Lindy has got to start running away. Evan last time around a 1:11.4, and that was with traffic. Lindy's had clean air, and his last time around was 1:12.6. So we'll see what happens. Lindy's got to start putting down these times.
Lindy crosses the line, 1 minute 11.9. What are we looking at for the former 4-time NASA Rallycross World Champion Evan McFarlane? 1 minute 11.2. It was 0.7 of a second that last time around as we take cross flags halfway home here in Bark River in Michigan.
Evan
Evan
looking
McFarlane.
like it. God, when you're
Go ahead,
driving these
Josh.
cars on the limit, it looks like they just want to lose grip at any moment.
You are dancing these cars on this dirt. It is absolutely spectacular what we are witnessing here in NASA Cross Car.
McFarlane's still
taking half
trying
a
to bridge
second
the
out.
gap.
This is
Still
phenomenal
trying.
stuff. Let's go back. Let's take a look. Spalding and
Everyone-
Staver, never mind. Spalding loops it after the big jump, losing a couple places. Devin stays out of the
Everyone's-
way of the lead lap traffic.
Nicely done from Devin Hughes to stay out of the way. Good sportsmanship from him. It kind of looks like qualifying out there right now.
Klaus
being
has
honest with you.
crashed spectacularly in the 77 and the whoops again. He hit the berm on the inside. That's happened to me. You hit that berm. Hopefully we can get a second look, and over you go.
So unfortunate. It's such a rough way to end the night.
Over the big jump. Had Klaus. Not sure what entirely happened there. And this, what is this? Is that him with Kieran? Or is that Warren? I'm not sure what's happening. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Spalding has crashed from the 6th spot.
The same, ladies and gentlemen, it was the same spot Evan McFarlane had an issue in his heat race, or in his LCQ. That, Josh, you were right. That corner keeps catching drivers out tonight.
Another look at the Spalding incident. If we can come back to live pictures, we'll get a race reset here. Matthew Lindy leads by 7 seconds. He has gapped his former teammate, Evan McFarlane. Evan needs something
Even
to go
times.
right for him.
Even times between them now. It was a good... Oh, Evan's having an issue. Evan's parked it.
Evan parked it in the 04. Oh, no, he didn't
there's
park it. He didn't park. I know what happened. I remember this happened before. His Fanatec stuff overheated. He's full left lock. This happened in the World Championship race a couple seasons ago.
Oh, my
It's over
goodness. That
from
is
Evan
so
McFarlane.
frustrating.
He's back going again, but that's probably what happened. I think the thermals reached their limit. It reset the wheel. Now he's down the order to 6th. This puts Kirkenbauer to 2nd, Staver to 3rd.
Oh my, I don't care who you are. To see it get stolen away from you like that due to a mechanical issue is the worst. What a hell of a race from Evan McFarlane, just to see it ripped away from him because of faulty equipment.
And that's why we've
Lindy.
ran these tracks forever. Josh, go ahead. Sorry.
Lindy, basically, Josh, he without any competition now. He is out and away.
Well, it could almost all go wrong like it did. Can we focus on the leader, Matthew Lindy, who nearly just crashed over the second big jump?
Certainly his race to lose now. Always got to
Under 2
do is
laps to
bring
go.
this thing home.
Just reminding everyone, as I want to again thank everyone that's hung out with us. Got 25 of us still hanging out. It's been a long night. Thank you so much for watching ASN Live for NASA Cross Car. And I want to mention.
Hey.
Yes, Josh, you got something.
I just want to mention shout out to Indy Kirkenbauer, P2 Futures driver tonight. P2.
Actually, I made that same
Oh,
mistake last
is that
week.
a mess up?
They are not futures. They are definitely masters. I'm not
All
sure
right,
how they
Indy,
ended
get
up
outta
with
here.
futures. Get out of here.
Get outta
Watkins
here,
is
you-
looking good. I'm not sure what's happened with the graphic either because it says Lindy's in the lead, but it doesn't say he's in the lead. I don't know what's happening. We've been dealing with some stuff all night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for bearing with us with our growing pains here.
Lindy's just continuing to bridge to build this gap even further. Last time around, it looked like Lindy had an issue 1:12.9 last time. Indy was actually up on him, a 1:12.59 for him. So probably not an issue, but something to be noted. Lindy may be calling it down, playing it safe now at this point, knowing that he doesn't have to sort of turn on the afterburners anymore.
Lindy will come to the white flag in car number 16 to try and make it 2 wins out of 3 races. Still a long way to go. 1:10-ish, what they've been running. And people still ask me, why do you guys run the truck tracks? You're racing rally cars. You're racing cross cars. Why are you racing these tracks? And I told them, first of all, back in the NR days, we did not have enough tracks. So we decided to run those as a bit of a, I guess you could call it a gimmick, right? But it evolved into the Endurance Cup, meaning you race your car, you race the track, you race your competitors, you race your equipment. We saw it happen to Evan McFarlane again at Bark River with the wheel overheating. We've seen so much chaos with guys having bad bounces, guys crashing into one another. And by the end of the night, Matthew Lindy has led, and he's got a 12-second lead over Indy Kirkenbauer as he enters the final sector.
Just textbook execution from Matthew Lindy tonight. He doesn't have this is coming into this race. I knew he was nervous. He seemed a little anxious. He seemed like he was worried about previous races making the same mistakes, but that seems to be a thing of a past for Lindy. Comes around the final corner.
Matthew Lindy wins in Bark River. Second win this season out of 3 races, and it's a 3 for 3 for TWRS. Shout out to Indy Kirkenbauer on the podium in car number 100 and redeeming himself. Just kidding. Umut and TJ Staver. Umut takes the spot at the checkered flag. The Turk gets it done, and it's like 5 a.m. over there. What a drive. Stealing it away from Staver. I was just about to say Staver redeeming himself from last week's penalty. Just kidding.
What a move from Umut at the end, at the line.
5th, Irvin. 6th, McFarlane. 7th, Blanche. Spalding, Lifflander, Cartwright, the top 10. Mensch, Hughes, Watkins, Kreutzer, and Culver. Through 15th. We're taking a second look at something here. Is this Hughes
Staver.
and Mensch?
Oh, this might be Lifflander at the very beginning. The very beginning. Lifflander got turned around, and Mensch just nowhere to go. That is unfortunate for TJ Staver. Those whoops, man, they catch people out.
As we took a look at the classification. Just to wait and see who we've got for interviews. That's all broken. We could even take that away. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm going to blame Brian for having a day off. Alex, I just want you to know you've done great. We're blaming Brian. It's all Brian's fault, okay?
He messed up
been
his schedule.
trying. It's been interesting.
I know, it's a
on
lot
my
of buttons. It's like dealing with a Chernobyl terminal.
There's definitely something going on with the tech and the ticker too, so I'm gonna blame Brian on that as well.
Blame Brian. It's all Brian's fault. What do we got for interviews? Let's see. I don't even know how to operate Discord, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to do this through my mic stand here. Media pen. Okay, we've got Lindy. I don't think we have Umut, and I don't think we have Indy. So I'll tell you what.
That's
Let's
fine.
move Lindy. Are you ready for interviews, Alex?
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
You let me know, and then you tell me, and I will move Lindy, and I'll take a step back and allow Mr. Darnell to jump in.
We should
Wait
be
and
good to
see.
go.
Just a
Alrighty.
shout out to. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go. Bring him in
Alrighty.
here.
We've got Matthew Lindy ready for interviews with Josh Darnell.
Yes, sir, I can.
All right. So, you ran into what's the feature race was kind of easy for you. If we're going to be honest. But let's talk about the heat race. You got into it with TJ Stouter a couple times. Wound up looping the car twice. Still held on to P2 though, and made a surge at the end to come back. Tell me what you were thinking the first time you made contact with him when you guys both went off track. Tell me about your recovery, and then walk me through kind of leading the feature race.
Yeah, I mean, the heat race was definitely a lot less than perfect. I mean, there was no one else to blame there, but me on TJ. I just caught up to him in some bad spots, and with these cars, when you touch the front tire on them, they'll just go and loop around. But yeah, once I knew that happened, I just knew I had to lock back in, and unfortunately, I did it again, which I'm also again sorry to TJ about that. But you know, it's a thing. Just like, oh, dang it, for like 2 seconds, and you just gotta lock back in, get back in that zone, and just keep producing laps and keep making sure that you can get back as much time as you can, especially after those mistakes there. And we were able to get up to P2, which I mean didn't put us in the feature, but got us a really good start for the LCQ. The LCQ, I was just making sure to keep everything safe. I mean, it was definitely pretty clean laps on me, and that's what I was taking forward to the feature. Just making sure I keep everything safe, keep everything clean. But the difference with the LCQ and the feature was I actually had cars in front of me. The feature was definitely pretty gnarly. Trying to get through the field. Started P5. Was able to get up to, I don't even know, I think maybe first in 3 laps, I think it was. But I mean,
you were first pretty quickly.
yeah, but it was honestly, going into this, I thought it was gonna be really difficult to pass, but I just made sure I put my nose where people's weren't, basically, and just go where other people aren't, and it worked out really well. I mean, we were able to get the lead there, and not the way I wanted to with TJ, definitely. I was definitely I was mid-air there, and I just couldn't control the car, so yeah, that's definitely not the way I wanted to pass TJ, but in the end, sorry if there's any frustration caused by that, but we were able to walk away with it pretty nicely.
Yeah, Lindy, it was a good drive from you. Up here in the booth, we didn't see the incidents that we saw that were involving you seem to have been very like just racing incidents, stuff that couldn't be avoided. We'll have to wait and see what comes back, but I don't think you got anything to worry about. Josh Mertz and I were up here talking about how important you were talking about how important it is to pass and knowing when to pass. We were talking about how dangerous it is sometimes for the car attempting to move. It's almost like if you get caught up in the rear panel of them, it is nerve-wracking. Walk me through making the pass, getting through the field in your feature from P5 to P1. Tell me how you navigated through that.
Yeah, like I said before, it's just going where people weren't. I mean, it was just up to trusting the other guys around you, really. It's honestly just up to trust, and that goes for any car, really. It's up to trust when you're passing somebody. The best you could do is make sure your car or truck, whatever you're driving, is just in the right spot. And that's basically all the control I had over it. It's just up to the other guys that are around you, and it's definitely gnarly trying to make moves around this track, because this is a very fast track. A lot of corners you're hitting really good speeds in this thing. So yeah, it's definitely gnarly to get a pass going, but it'll definitely be rewarding once you get it, knowing that you were able to do it right and the other guys around you. What creates a great race is everyone doing the right stuff. And that's what I
Yeah,
really wanted.
100%. Mutual respect. Cross cars need mutual respect between drivers.
Yes, sir.
Lindy, before I let you go, do you got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, so first off, I would like to shout out the Salmon family. December 23rd, we lost Maddox Salmon, an amazing racer that I got to race against. It sucks, man, and that's just how life is. So prayers and condolences to all the Salmon family there and everyone, all his friends. I got to race with him a couple times, and that dude was a good driver IRL. This race is definitely for him. I know it's just a sim race, but every single race that I'm doing
Doesn't matter.
forwards, every single race
Yeah.
I'm doing forwards is sim racing or IRL racing. It's all gonna be for him. So yeah, just shout out to the Salmon family. I would like to give all glory to God, putting me in a great position to be able to extend my lead. This was definitely big with Leclerc not being here tonight. I'd like to thank the KES guys and the Team Watson guys, James, Eric, Jeff, just everyone, Zach, everyone's support, Mario support, my family's support, my girlfriend's support, my family out in the Philippines. If they're watching this, I know they were asking about it. A shout out to them. Shout out to all the partners on Team Watson and KES. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for putting on another amazing league for us to race.
Yeah, of course, Lindy. Thank you for joining us every week, in all of the seasons, basically. Well, the ones that I care about. It's great to see you. It's great to have you here. Congratulations on the win. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon.
Too. See you, Josh.
We do have our other interviews. So we will have. Let's see. Indy Kirkenbauer, P2, Josh, all yours.
Indy, you've been chosen. The Claw came down and picked you up from the media pen and pulled you in here. Do you have me?
Yep, I gotcha.
So, Indy, I talked about Mertz before this race started, before the feature race started, that I thought that consistency was going to be the most important thing come the feature race. And I think that you proved me correctly. Walk me through your feature race and getting through what I saw about 3 or 4 different crashes you had to avoid.
Yeah, there was a bunch of wrecks because, I mean, it's a really hard combo to drive. So I knew got wrecked in the heat race. I had to start low in the LCQ and then got held up in the LCQ. So I was just trying not to get wrecked again. And yeah, I just tried to avoid. I got lucky to avoid all the wrecks and got P2.
Yeah, Indy, it was a good drive, man. You did really good out there today. You were my dark horse selection to win. So I think I in terms of my winnings from this race, thank you. It was really nice to see you drive. It was really nice to see you come from kind of the back of the field up to P2. Before we let you go, do you have anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah, my go-kart sponsors are Fremont Functional Fitness, BGM Marine Associates, Make Something, The Alley and Clyde, Fort Bell Pizza Palace, Bayside Heating and Cooling, and Kieran Lifflander Racing for helping me out.
Yeah, Andy, thank you so much for joining us. Happy holidays. Happy New Year, because we won't see you personally for the New Year. And thanks for coming out and racing with us. Congratulations on P2, and we'll catch you next week.
Yep, thank you.
We got one more, and I want to say that the performance that Matthew Lindy had was amazing, but stealing the show at the last possible moment. Umut Ekton-Isley, P3. Josh, all yours.
Hello, guys.
Umut, so first off, what time is it for you?
It's 7 a.m. right now.
Okay, ungodly.
You are a trooper. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Godly hour to be up on iRacing, racing cross cars. But I must say, Umit, from the bottom of the hearts here at NASA, we are very happy to have you join us. It is a pleasure seeing you out there on track. Walk me through the last couple. You had a pretty traumatizing feature race. You got into a lot of kind of beating and bangings, but you were able to bring it home at the end for P3 in the last corner. Walk me through.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't have any hope about finishing the race. First of all, like my first plan was just survive. That P3 was quite a surprise for me. Yeah. I can't talk that much because my grandma also sleeping next to me. So
perfectly fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So what I will say to you is Happy New Year, Happy Holidays.
Thank you.
Congratulations on P3. You deserve it, Umit. That was a hell of a race and a hell of a pass at the end. Congratulations on all of it. Do you have anyone you want to shout out before we let you
go? No. I need to get ready for my school.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, take care. And we'll see you hopefully next week.
Yeah, see you guys. It was a great race. I really loved it.
We like
pay attention in school and then go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go.
I will.
Go.
Take care, buddy.
See ya, boys.
Well, Josh, that does it. Put a little bow on this for us.
I need to still take a second and realize what we have watched over the last 3 hours. All right. Do we have points? I updated points. If we want to pull those up and if they work, cool. If not, I will take us through audibly at least. But I know Matthew Lindy has got, here we go, 12 points over Evan McFarland. Zach Blanche, 1 point behind. It's going to get good for those guys, between those guys, for the last couple of races. Kirkenbauer, Lifflander, Leclerc, Staver, Ratto, Irvin, Kusan. The drop week has been factored in, so that's why it says plus 23, plus 19. So a couple of guys going various different places, whatever it may be. Let's take a look at the team's championship exiting round 3 in Michigan. Kieran Lifflander racing on top ahead of TWRS Blue, the team that has swept all 3 races. Kieran Lifflander 2 in 3rd. Channel 199, TWRS Yellow, Mika, North Star, TWRS Teal, Move Over at Speedy Time, and Impact Sim Sport, the top 10. And Cross Car's the only car, so we don't have to worry about anything there. Let's take a look at some programming notes before I grab some final thoughts and some shout outs to some friends. And then we close the evening here in Michigan. Our next cast will be next week. It'll be next year, ladies and gentlemen, as we roll on through NASA Cross Car. We got Futures and Masters next week, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be in the car for the Masters race tentatively. I might decide maybe midweek that I'm not going to run. I don't know. We'll see how we're feeling. That's going to be at Winton, the debut of Winton in NASA Sim Racing. It is a phenomenal track in Australia. Super excited to have our first new rallycross track in nearly 4 years. And we go to Crandon to end the short course portion of our series. SimCar gets snuck in there on the 15th, and we close Cross Car in Sonoma on the 18th. And then NASA's off until about March-ish, and then it's just SimCar through there. I just want to remind everyone, the NASA Cross Car Challenge on ASN, brought to you by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams, and thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for all of your camera support. And I just want to remind everyone that if you like what you saw tonight, be sure to...
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
Buttons. What is going on? Oh, his hands.
It's okay. We're back.
His hands are on his head. What do we do? Oh, things are breaking. At least they're breaking at the very end. Let me get us through this. We can still hear me. I'll take us through this and we'll close it up early. If you like what you saw tonight, be sure to subscribe to ASN at ASN TV USA, no matter the platform. According to Brian, we might even be on the dark web looking for 1,000 subscribers. NASASimRacing.com if you'd like to race. We are looking for sponsors as well. It has been a chaotic evening, both production-wise, racing-wise, commentary-wise, no matter what it is. There we go. Josh, give me a quick final thought. And Alex, if you've got one, aside from you want to start crying because everything is broken.
Reactor meltdown currently going on. nevertheless, production truck is a handful. Alex did great tonight. I want to give him a shout out for stepping in to do it. Thank you so much for helping us put on this great show. Josh, it was a hell of a race night, and a good way to good race for the holiday. Good race for the holiday.
You know,
Ryan just popped into the Discord. He's gonna yell at us when we finish up.
great.
Alex, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. Racing cross carts is just like running the production truck. The more you practice, the better you get. The more you get used to the varying conditions, the better you get. The truck tracks, they're hard. You just gotta get good, and it's what it is. Everyone races the same track. Everyone races the same car, and we have a good time. And it's kind of enjoyable to watch from this end.
Either way, you did fantastic. Our drivers did fantastic, as the checkered flag has fallen on the evening here in Michigan. On behalf of our entire production staff, my name is Josh Mertz. We thank you for joining us today for coverage of NASA CrossCar. We congratulate our Futures winner and our Masters winner. It's been so crazy, I don't even remember, but Lindy won the Masters race. Happy New Year. See you next week in Clinton. So long, everyone. It was so crazy. I couldn't update my script to have it, so I don't even care. Like, tonight that wasn't your fault at all. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was crazy.
Yeah, but it went well, and we had like 40 people watching, so. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I really wouldn't. Well, it was fun.
Hi, Brian.